What up, and welcome back to another episode of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you so much, everybody who joined us on the pre-show, and thank you everybody who's joining us now on the full real-time show. You know what I'm saying? Joining me, which I thought my co-host was not going to be coming back. I thought he was going to get pulled over on the way to San Diego, like he said, by the Border Patrol and not come back. So I was ready to tell Rock to take his place. But what's up, XG?
What's up, dog? Yeah, it's always a trip to go to San Diego as a paisa. Even though they tell you that it's not open, you're still like your balls get tight and like you're like you turn down the music.
Does your mom have papers though?
Yeah.
Okay, then why you should have told her to be like, yo no tengo papeles, me vas a arriesgar.
Yeah, well, no pasa nada, not no more, dog. They're not even open. Have you gone to that checkpoint lately?
I haven't in years, like 2019.
Yeah, you get one through San Clemente and then you get the one through Temecula. They're not even open. I don't even know what they're there for. It's for like.
It's because they know everything is transported underground now, bro. Yeah, straight up. They now there's a Border Patrol check underground, bro. Yeah. Also, what is it? Joining us is my other co-host, who will not be doing a beat closeout today because he has missions to do. What up, Rock Samson?
What's up, player? Yeah, sadly, no beat set today, but we'll come back harder than ever next week, you know?
And before we keep on going, let them know about your album, too, because you gave me a brand new pin for my hat, too.
Yeah. Toonami Wave will be coming out this month, getting all the merch and everything lined up. So far, we got hats. We just got pins in, and then trying to lock down hats.
There you go. I'll make sure that happens, Rock.
Thank you.
Yeah, make sure you guys support him and check out his album. He always gives you guys a lot of dope beats every single time. Now, also, thank you, Ray, for running the boards, aka Morning Shot Films and Morning Real Podcast. And joining us is a very funny, but he also has a very great story to tell. He just released a book. We got the one and only Young Beavs. Hey man, we both do comedy here, but I haven't checked out your comedy. But he was telling me, he was like, "No, bro, he just released a book," and then I was like, "For real?" And then he was telling me, he's like, "What's it about?" I was like, "He's like pretty much like coming out the hood type of stuff." And I'm just like, man, I was like, cause you're very like, you know, like you have a very like a very chill vibe, bro. Like you could talk no estás enojado about shit that happened in the past. Yeah, like I met some cholos, fool, where I'm like, fool, everything I mentioned is fuck that. I'm like, why, fool? Like, yeah, he has to get closer, no?
Right there.
All right, perfect, yeah.
You got a friendly aura about you, yeah.
Yeah, like,
cool,
and and that's very rare, especially because I'm like, damn, for somebody to write a book about their experience coming out of the hood, and I'm like, to fill up a book's worth, you know, I'm like, you probably did not have the most friendly experience, bro.
I did it.
So where are you originally from, dog?
I was born in right here down the street, West LA, Vermont, in Beverly. I was born in General Hospital.
Did you live around there?
No, well, I grew up right there on those streets, and then we moved to Baldwin Park. But like all my roots are right here in LA, you know. So,
like around Mid City and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Where's West LA right here?
Hell yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's like I've always been around that area like that. You know, like all Exposition, Western,
Like
Echo Park, yeah, all those streets that'll take you to all that. So,
down now.
And how long have you been doing comedy?
Comedy 3 years.
3 years?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. I love it, dude. I fell in love with it just because I don't, you know, Mexicans are hypocritical, you know, and so I would always talk about it like, man, one day I'm gonna do it, dog, and I could do it. If he could do it, I could do it. And
that's how we say as fat fools when we see like we're gonna lose weight, huh?
I've been trying to lose weight.
Yeah, we're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You watch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a 3X, and I was like, fuck, if I become a 4X, I'm gonna shoot myself. But I'm already almost a 4X, dog. So
Yeah, but so te dieron ganas? Like what? Like did you?
so what it was is they signed me up for open mic.
Who did?
Oh, my coworkers. My coworkers knew I wasn't gonna do it, and I would always have them laughing at work, like fuck, cause I fuck around with paisas. You know, paisas they'll grab dick. They don't. They're
like the gayest non-gay fools, huh?
Fool. Yeah, no. Yeah, or they'll fucking grab your ass, fool. And I'm like,
Gooch.
yeah.
I worked at a fucking warehouse before, dog, and honestly, dog, I could not get down with that shit. I'm like, hey, fool, like, you know juego así, güey.
Yeah, I've been in jail, dog. So you don't know if I'm sex playing or I'm sex serious. Bro.
Yeah.
Este güey le gusta. Yeah. I'll be making the paisas uncomfortable, dude, crying, Because I would give them like some foul shit, dude. Like I remember this guy used to try to help me, and I'm like, hey, jefe, ¿cómo le ayudo? I'm like, ¿sabes qué, güey? Hazme un paro, güey. Mátate a la verga, güey. way. I'll be like, no sirve pa nada, way. Like he was an imbecile. He couldn't do shit, right, dude?
Yeah.
Or he'll try to wrap a pallet and he couldn't wrap it. I'll be like, dude, that how you wrap your drugs from fucking Mexico, homie? Pretend it's some fucking drugs, homie. Yeah, but I mean, I just always had that vibe.
Yeah.
So they signed me up for the open mic, and I fell in love with it, dude. And
Did you do good or?
I did pretty good.
Yeah?
I did a lot of talking because I didn't know about the whole setup with punchlines, but I was just saying stories like,
Yeah.
like what I do at work. Like before I go to lunch, I warm up at lunch, and then I
Yeah.
take a shit on their time, just shit like that. Or like, let's say they're going to try to fire me. I'll be like, fuck it, fire me, but I'm going to jack this place blind. And I would. Like, start stealing all kinds of shit from work.
See, that's the Raz mentality. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like, remember when I got that clothing job I had, Ray?
blind.
I remember I had Ray fucking, I was like, hey, fool, are you off right now? Pull up around this street, and I have deliveries. We're putting all the fucking boxes of clothing in his car. Take this home and come back. I was like, I know they're going to fire me. The homie already told me. I was
Holy shit.
yeah, dude. I was like, till this day, like I think so. Like I still have some of my homies that rock that clothing line. It's famous too. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, they did me dirty.
The worst experience I had of getting fired. True story. I was working at this company, right, in Amani, and this guy he was an older white guy, like fucking chocolates and shit. So it was C's Candy.
Is that a C's Candy?
He loves C's Candy. So what he would do is, even though he fired you, he would give you this speech and be like, I know you're getting fired, but here's something to sweeten your day up.
Get the fuck out.
It was sad. I thought that was kind of fucked up, right?
How many times have people throw that shit at him?
No, they would be like, oh, gracias, and they leave,
Oh, no.
So when I went to the HR and I seen those chocolates, I was like, you know what? Fuck you and fuck these chocolates. I threw them, dude. And he was like, those didn't even work for you. He's like, but now you're fired, bro. He's like, yeah, that was my worst fucking time getting fired. The chocolates weren't even for me, but I seen them. And I was like, fuck, homie, you were gonna do me like this?
I bet you he never did that again though. Like
He was just shocked. He's like, those things for you.
like, cause he's like, oh man, people know this is a signature move.
I think it depends what the gift is.
Right?
Like Ezo.
It wasn't a watch, fool. It wasn't a retirement watch.
No, but like if you get fired from B-Roll and right when he fires you, he gives you some ounces, some doctoral, some green thumbs,
cool.
you'd be like he said, it makes it better. Like I'll go get high, good looking out. Like if I get fired from George, a gram of cocaine,
He just put the cigarette out on you. Well, if you get fired from George, he's putting a cigarette on you.
Severance pay.
Hey, George, he's gonna give him some cocaine and like fucking coupons for the strip club. Hey, go ahead, dog. Get some lap dance.
For his strip club. That is all. Yeah, if you want to lap dance,
They're expired.
Give him a lap dance, dog. Don't trip. It's all good. It's not me.
They're only for the daytime.
Hey, for the lunch special.
Damn, though. The chocolates, though. That's wild. I definitely gave a girl weed one time when I was breaking up with her.
Yeah, you feel bad.
But she was living with me, so I just wanted to make sure she didn't fuck my shit up on her way out. So I was like,
don't do that shit.
It's not working out, but like here's some weed. I know you're sad.
Fucking rock.
That's very like, I don't know. When he put it that way though, I could see how the little gif adds sting to the fucking
100%. But I was just like, look, you're too broke to buy weed.
I would still take it though. Like, well, I'd be like, man, this is weed though.
She
Fuck
did
that.
take it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, she puts it in her bra.
She's like, I'm gonna go smoke this with the niggas, dude. I bone.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, Hyenas will do it too. They're grimy, dude. Now Hyenas, they're more advanced. I feel like Hyenas are more like worse than us, dog. Because I broke up with some
They got the
hyena.
confidence to do it now.
I broke up with some hyena. The first thing she was like, your dick was whack anyways. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, straight up.
You were sucking it. Like, what the fuck?
No, this girl, she called me. She was like,
What the fuck?
she was telling me how she was talking to like an acquaintance of mine, but like not in that capacity.
Did she use acquaintance like to not say friend?
That's what she's like. I've been talking
to not say
your
I'm fucking your
acquaintance.
friend.
Well, I say acquaintance because he's a homie, but he's not a close homie.
Yeah,
so it's just
yeah.
like
The
very.
friend of a friend, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like she was like, yeah, like I've been talking to him. I kind of have feelings for him now. And I'm like, okay, cool. That doesn't matter. We're broken
yeah.
up. She's like, I thought about him sometimes. I was like, okay, well, that's your problem.
While we were having sex. What the fuck?
I was just like, well, I don't know why you're trying to cut me. Because the thing is we had been dating and it was kind of a sympathy situation because she was in a rough spot. And I was like, whatever, you can come stay with me. But like,
You started boning.
no, we already were. And it was one of those, I was like, you can stay with me temporarily while you get on your feet. But my lease ends in April. I need you out by March so that I have time to like clean things up. And it didn't kind of continue to be like a living together situation. As we were seeing each other and it got close to that day, it just got worse. She wasn't saving any money. She'd spend her last $10 on a gram of weed. Like it was really bad. And so one day we're sitting there and she just goes, She didn't have a car because she had left that on the side of the road. It got towed. She refused to go pick it up. It was just a fucking mess.
This is when you realize you can't shelter people like animals. Huh?
You know what I look at is that's the stray dog situation.
Yeah, but
Don't do it.
this is the fucking
Don't look
straight
at the
pet
dog,
rescuer, bro.
Oh, man.
He rescued 10 squirrels. He rescued fucking 4 cats,
I got a
a fucking dog. Like, I mean, I'm the same way with animals, but it's like. He's like, yo, I don't care if those squirrels retarded. I would be like, look, man, I'd be like, that squirrel's a little I'm sorry, but a hawk's gonna eat today.
It's a cycle of life, dog. Like fucking Elton John said, circle of life, homie.
I try to let that go. Nah, we did rescue a bunch of squirrels. We have one
Autism
still.
squirrel?
Yeah, he's gone. But-
Leg.
Didn't you let your pigeon go or whatever the fuck you had?
Fool, oh, trip out, food. All right, look.
oh, what?
So I rescued it, right? And that fool was injured, right? And then I was like, I put him in a cage, fed that fool, and then I let him go on Monday, right? Fool, yesterday I'm rolling a joint and I'm fucking like doing some work on my laptop. And this fool lands on my fucking roof in front of my window. I'm like, no way. I was like, you came back, dog. So
You got like a Pokemon now. This
Like-
shit comes back and goes.
yeah,
He's got his own Pidgey on.
because my dogs were fucking barking and I like because he's a big fool, right? He's a big white pigeon. He's all white, and like and I was just like, what the fuck? And this fool was posted on the roof looking like, come on, dog, throw some seed. Like I don't came back here for food because pigeons come back where they get treated good. So like this fool fucking got into his cage, and then I have.
Oh, he got in the cage?
He locks
I don't believe this now, dog.
Well, I put the food in there. And it was open, and then I was just like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just close it.
He ain't locking himself. Huh?
No.
off the light.
You leave it open, but
This
that's
ain't
where
Tweety Bird. This
that's
ain't
where
Tweety
that's where
Bird.
that's where I left the traste though. That's where I left the traste and
He
shit.
take off his shoes when he got in.
But like,
hangs his cap up on the hat rack.
He did on the coat rack.
hey, but now he's back in the cage though, and like I'm gonna let him back out on Monday. I'm be like, yo, if you want to leave, you
Yes.
can.
Well,
Yeah,
get-
you should do it like how George treats his cats, bro. It's a trip that George has in and out cats, and they're real in and out cats. Like
Yeah.
they come home when he's on their home. When he goes to the strip club,
take off.
they're like, all right, the pussy ain't here. They go to
partying.
their strip club. Yeah, dog.
That's wild,
it's
dude.
trips. So if you can get that bird to do that, that'd
Yeah,
be pretty
that'd be cool
fucking
as
wild,
fuck.
dog.
Well, I mean, like this is the
I
like
give you props to that.
This
dog.
this
Go
the
fucking
this the
Dr.
first time
Doolittle over here.
This the first time it came back though, like because I had it for like so I found this fool by Chase, right, like right here by USC, on right there by the USC Chase is right down the corner. And he was like injured, bro. Like you could tell like another bird tried to get him. So I was like, man, fuck it. It's a nice white dove. I was like, let me just fucking get him. Put a little towel over that fool. Took him, put him in the cage, fed him. That fool got good, right? And he was practicing flying in the cage for after like 2 weeks. And then I was like, man, it's kind of sad having this fool here.
Yeah,
because he's not like a parrot, you know? Like, yeah, like. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm gonna open the cage after 2 weeks. And then I'm gonna see if this fool leaves. It took a while for this fool to leave, and then after a while, he saw some other pigeons, and it was like he just took off. I was like, all right, bro. And then I kept checking every day. I was like, usually I hear they're smart, they'll come back. But then I'm telling you, it was like yesterday when I seen them, my dogs were barking. This fool was like staring at me from the window. I was like, you motherfucker, you came back. Like,
You know, pigeons used to be domesticated,
Right?
and then
They're
people
smart.
just kind of let them go, and
Yeah.
that's why they run rampant the way they do. But that's why they're so comfortable with people like
Yeah, I
him.
heard about that shit.
Yeah, they
You
used to
them
be
for mail,
pets.
no and shit like that back in the day.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
what
still
the
use
fuck?
like a carrier pigeon like that. Yeah.
Smuggle drugs and shit.
no, I heard that
What's
fools
going
be doing
on?
that shit. I heard that like that like and like not, I don't know how it happens in America, but it's like a Southern America, Central America prison shit. You know, like where
Oh, yeah, they
a
smuggle
pigeon can fly in and
Yeah.
ain't nobody gonna shoot you. They're not worried about that shit.
Yeah.
You got to get a crow and teach it to steal money for you.
I always wanted. I tried befriending a crow before, dog. Because here's the thing, bro. Like when you befriend a crow, dog, it's different, right?
They're smart.
They're smart. Like they'll tell, like they roam by threes. So you gotta feed these fools, right? And then like if you give them good food, like these fools are used to eating little animals and shit or like little trash they find. But if you feed them some grapes or some nuts, right? This would be like, oh shit, this is some good ass food. Starts bringing you because to them like they're like cats. They bring you gifts,
yeah.
but the only things they consider gifts is shit that's shiny. So sometimes these motherfuckers will be like, oh, that's an earring I found on the floor. And they'll fucking take it to you, or they'll take you. It could be foil. It could be like anything that's
Crack
shiny.
pipe and shit.
Yeah, bro. They're like fucking crows are smart like that, bro. I was tripping out. I've been trying to become friends with one at the park, dog. I was every time I fucking been feeding that food, but
This might be high, but don't they say that crow's like the smartest one?
Yeah,
Supposedly.
Yeah, right.
they're the only bird that hosts the funeral for the other birds.
and
Not for other birds, but like if one of them dies in their crew, they like form a circle around this fool and fucking start crying, bro. It's weird. There's videos of this. You look this shit up.
they
Look
also-
this shit up, bro. That's why gothic fools love these birds, dog. Yeah, because they're dark like that. That's a very dark ass shit for a bird to know, fool.
Well, they also
Yeah.
remember faces. There was a story about a guy who found a crow and it was like injured and he was trying to save it and he couldn't save it. So it died. But these other crows saw him handling it as it died. And so they just marked him. And he couldn't leave his house. He couldn't go far without being like swarmed on.
For like how long? For a while? Like a cool minute?
I don't know.
He became like one of them, bro. Like, so I'm telling you, it was like a gang shit with those fools, dog. Like,
oh no, they don't fuck with him. They like marked him for like vengeance.
oh, vengeance.
Yeah.
It's still like gang shit, bro. Be like,
I didn't jump him in.
Fucked up.
Yeah, like that's wild. Hey, when did you start getting in trouble, dog?
When I was a kid, like 11, 12 years old, started getting,
11 and 12 years old, dog. And what is that when you got put on in the hood?
I got put on when I was 11.
But how did it happen for you? Like, was it like, you know how like
I grew up around the homies because all my family from
because the homie Felipe says that he didn't even want to be a part of it, but they just started jumping all these fools in. They were like, hey, you're gonna be a part of the hood, and they just fucking jumped
right there. Yeah, I've heard. But well, out here in LA, back in the days, they would do that.
That's fucked up, bro. Like, you didn't want to be in the hood, and they're like, hey, fool, tuvimos aquí, fuck it, let's jump.
Yeah, I know a lot of fools. They'll be like jumped into this gang, then they get into another gang. Like, what the fuck?
Every time they move.
Holy shit.
They stopped doing that because it was like, come on, you can't keep rushing people like that. Give them a choice, homie. Come on, hey. You're sitting at the bus stop. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Welcome to the club. The bus.
Yeah, because then like Felipe says his gang name was Batman. Yeah. I'm like, bro, it's a kid name.
He's like, I was a kid.
Yeah, I was like, he got jumped. So, and what was it like? Was it your cousin or was it?
So the way I got into it, because like I tell you, I was born out here, right? Mm-hmm. But I have a lot of family from Baldwin Park. So we'd always go visit Baldwin Park, and I would kick it with them all weekend because my dad was a drunk, dog. So he'd be fucking drinking.
Was that his only vice?
Yeah. That's my vice now. I'm a drunk alcoholic, too. Yeah, they just spread down the roots, eh? But fucking, so I grew up around the homies, and then I had more family from Baldwin Park, so I got into Baldwin Park. Because I was always over there, and we ended up moving over there when I was 10. So, because the homies wanted me to be from Temple. That's who I grew up with, too.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I don't want to be from LA gang and I'm in Baldwin Park. It just don't sound right. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, I still got a lot of love for these fools. You know, we always kick it. And I'm going to do a show with them tonight. Like, you know, so it's like, I do private events también.
Like a private comedy show?
Yeah. And it's all hood fools. So it's going to be cool, you know, just chilling, bullshitting, you know.
He's like, George Perez is going to be there.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck too, though, George.
I was like, he's kind of like he was like the first one that I knew that is what
homie like that.
Yeah, that I met that I was like, oh, this fool's like old, like he was to be a cholo, but like I mean he still has cholo tendencies, like, and I feel like
you can see it on when his fucking shirt's all the way up here.
Yeah,
like, fool, it's 90 degrees.
Nah, it don't matter. Remember when we got his name signed on the wall? I was like, fool, he's wearing a Pendleton too. We all wore one.
That's not even the worst.
Even in the sunny days, he wears
Pendletons. This last summer, we had to perform in Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, it's too hot.
And he really, he didn't wear it like the whole day, but he like right when he got on stage. Right when he got on stage, he's like, all right, put it on. Kind of like
he's ironing.
And then when he got off, dog,
took it off,
pero estaba todo sudado. And I gotta give it to him though. That's kind of commitment to your character because he did put and I'm like, bro, un calorazo in Tucson.
Yeah. No, I just did a show with him and the Fool's Gone Wild. That fool had the Pendleton and a jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, the Fool's Gone Wild jacket?
Yeah.
That's just a thick ass jacket too, bro. So I'm like, no, mames, dog.
That's just hard though.
I gave it to him, dog, and he was doing circles around me. I was like, how are you doing that? What kind of cocaine are you doing, homie? Give me some of that shit, maybe I'll lose weight.
Cocaine by Gatorade.
Yeah, it was like doing circles, bro. Like, what the fuck?
So what was your first instant that got you in trouble where you're like, oh, this is
just kicking it with the homies right there.
This is the life choice that I've made.
I was chilling. The first time I got arrested out here in Temple Street. We're all kicking it and shit. I don't know if you guys remember. Well, probably don't. But there used to be some shit called Ghostbusters, which is a primo, which is weed, like when you guys are smoking weed with rock, cocaine, and then it's dipped
like P Dogs. Yeah, but you're talking about Jeffrey though.
Yeah, but it's dipped in Sherm.
Oh, so, damn,
yeah,
fool.
we used to call them Ghostbusters because supposedly you fucking see ghosts and shit. I'm stupid, dude. I'm a little kid. We're all kicking over here because the homies from Temple.
11, 12.
Yeah, I was actually 10. Gonna be 11. Damn. 6th grade. And we're all kicking it. Fool, we're kicking right here with the homies from Temple. And they're passing that shit. And they used to kick it at this liquor store. So I'm right there posted up with these grown ass men, fool, just kicking it. But my cousin was from Temple. So he was like the one watching me, you know? But he's like, hey, hit it. And I'm like, all right. So I fucking hit it. I'm like, oh, shit, this shit's strong, you know? So I don't remember nothing except waking up in the police station in Rampart. They're calling my mom, and they're like, hey, your son, aquí está. And she's like, no está, he's not there. And The cops are like, he's right here. He is right here. I can tell you that.
Estoy aquí, mama.
Yeah.
I love how Mexican moms never they think their
Denial.
kids are
She's
an
like,
innocent.
no
No es un
way.
cholo. No.
To this day, fool, my mom.
So
That didn't happen.
Mom. I got 2 strikes.
what did they try to what did they say that you were doing when you were on the crazy joint or the blunt?
They said I was just tripping out.
Oh, so you were just like public intoxication?
Yeah, so they took me in, and then they called my mom, and then I had a court date. So my mom was like, you know what, you're already kicking it with these fools. Like, let's get you away from the trouble. So we moved to Baldwin Park, but then I still get into a gang over there. It's like
They're just a different gang, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was my other side of my family. So over there, what it was just kicking it with like, say, guys like this, like my homies.
Yeah.
But back in the 90s, it was like cholos were a big thing, you know? Like now you're fucking, like, what the fuck? You're cholo, why, Why are you joining a gang now, But back then it was either rebels, regular people, or cholos, That's how it was. There wasn't really like, there was skaters, but there wasn't like, there was skaters and then they became cholos. Or there were breakdancers that became cholos. And I couldn't skate, I couldn't fucking breakdance. I was always fat. So I was like, fuck it, join a gang, dude.
I tried that shit one time.
I gotta do something.
Did you try that,
Can't
bro?
be undecisive.
I remember being a little fat kid, dog, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try to do some spins like that," and I got tired.
Yeah.
Like, I got really tired, and I was like, "Oh, my legs don't go up like that." I was like, "I'm fat." I was like, "Yeah, that's sad realization when you're a kid, bro."
That's why I stopped committing crimes, dog, because I'm too fat. I can't run no more. Back in the days, I used to dodge the cops, dog, all the time. I was known for that's because the way I look at it, like, if you're gonna take me to jail, you're gonna work for this shit. On me, I'm running, I'm hiding, I'll fucking jump in trash cans. One time I hid in a trash can for like 4 hours, dude.
No.
Hey, yeah,
What kind of trash can?
I was like,
Dumpster?
dude, I'm good. Yeah, in one of those dumpsters.
Like
And as
the
soon as-
verdes or like the
big
ones that the people
No,
take
the big
outside?
ones, the big ones.
Okay.
So I'm in there, and my homies had done some shit, and I was like, dude, I think it's safe. And as soon as I come up, you hear one of the cops, hey, Gonzalez, he's over here, right here, we got him.
Holy
I was
shit.
like, son of a bitch.
Damn.
If I would have just waited a little more, dude. Yeah.
And they
I ran from the was a gang of times, dog.
damn, man,
Fuck
you
it. It's the freedom, dog. Nobody wants to go back to jail. Fuck that.
fuck that shit some shit,
I would have
dog.
spent the night there.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I was fucked up. The worst time they got me, this was a true story, too.
Started
I'm in a-
smoking a joint.
Yeah, I'm working in City of Industry, right? So I'm trying to change my life, supposedly working, but I'm still a homie, dog. I like doing stupid shit, right?
Where are you working at, like a warehouse?
A warehouse, yeah.
That's where all the cholos work.
Yeah,
dude.
right there
That's what
unloading
everybody worries
trailers,
about.
but I'm slanging it on the side. Plus, we're stealing shit from the company, right? We would get the shit and throw it in the trash can, dog, and just steal it from the trash because it's public property. I'm jacking free shit.
Yeah.
So long story short, they caught onto it, right? So the cops one day, I'm coming out from work and I'm just like, damn, these are a lot of cars. Like, the fuck? And then I see Chevys and Palas and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers are cops, homie. So I'm just on my phone pretending like I'm on my phone, but I'm not talking to nobody. I'm like, sí, ahorita llego, no te preocupes, whatever, right? And I walk into my car, I look just to see how far I am, drop my phone and fucking start braking. I'm running, but I'm running in boots. You know how you have to wear boots to
Yeah.
the fucking warehouse? So it's hard to jump fences in boots, fool. So I'm like trying. I finally make it, right? I make it over one fence. Now I'm running down valley on the trains. So I'm like, fool, they're not going to catch me on the train right here. And the train, I'm gone. So I don't see these fools. The cops are smart.
Yeah.
You know, right? So I end up hiding under this trailer. This is the first time I ever been bit by a dog, dog. They let that fucking dog go, and oh my God, it ripped straight through my fucking Levi's, like the whole pant.
Holy
Boom.
shit.
Those dogs are so strong, and I'm pretty hefty, dude. And I'm like, hey, well, I give up, dog. Whatever you guys want to do, just get this motherfucker off me, dog.
They didn't bite you? They didn't get no skin?
Nah, I just luckily just tied onto my pants because, I wear big pants.
Yeah.
So it fucking
Fuck.
big pants is what saved my life that day.
Those fools have metal teeth too, right? Like
don't
that.
know
I
what
think
the
I think the
fuck it was.
K9s they replaced
I
them
just
with.
know that he was dragging me from my
no,
pants.
I don't think they do that.
They do that. I think look it up, Xavier. I swear to God, they do that.
They got like the
That sounds
Tijuana,
super
hey, the
anti-keto.
Tijuana teeth.
I swear to God,
Fucking
watch.
Jaws from 007.
No, but what I'm trying, but like, whenever a cop grabs any by the arm, that
yeah.
arm's fucked.
You're fucked.
Like,
It's broken.
that arm's broken, your veins, like, it's not going to work the same. Like, them releasing the
Oh,
cop.
I found like titanium teeth. War dogs and police
War
dogs
dogs.
are trained to bite, and a lot of times this leads to breakage.
they don't let
Replacing
go till
injured
the cop tells
teeth with titanium At an estimated cost of $600 to $2,000 per tooth is one way to help a dog continue his service.
Okay, so that makes sense as a replacement.
Not that you.
Fool,
guys-
if you're
Welcome to the service, boys.
But if
Little
you're
fucking
biting
puppy.
shit every fucking time, bro, like, se te van a quebrar, bro. Like, think
No,
about
I feel
it.
you. I feel you. I know what
Yeah.
you mean now, but I really thought you meant they come in as puppies. They're like, all right, these ain't strong enough. These ain't biting the Mexicans or the blacks enough.
Yeah.
Can we-
And
can
they
we-
put titanium ones
Hey,
in
he's
there.
making them sound like they're Wolverine and shit.
Right?
Can we get a GoFundMe going? I want metal teeth.
Hell yeah, that's some
sounds-
shit.
Hey, how come they
Swaggy.
could get it for $600, but when I get an implant, that's just like
That
$5,000,
shit's
bro?
wild, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Because
it's
you
like,
have an income.
I'm about to start going to the fucking same dentist these fools go
Yeah,
to.
get a
Like,
silver tooth in.
like I've been
Going to the
like,
dog dentist.
that's
look,
fine,
man,
bro.
it's
Like,
almost
that's
the same.
$600 is $5 versus 5,000.
That's cheap.
Yeah, dog. Like even $2,000.
Yeah, it's just
I can get the finest of silver teeth, bro.
yeah.
When was the first time you went to jail or got locked up?
Growing up, I started going to juvenile hall. I went to camp.
Oh, you went to juvenile hall.
Yeah, I went to juvenile hall as a kid because you're a little kid. You have to go to juvenile hall. I went to juvenile hall.
You remember the first time you went to juvenile hall?
The first time I went, because I took a knife to school, and I already had
A
been
little
arrested.
knife or like-
no, like an actual knife, because these fools were fucking with me. Because back in the days I wasn't popular, fool.
It's something I would do.
Yeah,
fool.
and I didn't have no chunk ups and shit, so I was like, "Fuck it, these motherfuckers gonna fight me. I'm gonna take a knife." You know what I mean?
And this is pre-mass shooting, so
Yeah.
knife.
Yeah, it's before all that. Yeah. Box at people, right? So I take a knife, and this fool, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into it, and he snitches on me. I'm like, dude, you're talking all that shit.
Eesh.
Fucking drops dime on me. School police. I mean, now I know to throw the knife and hide it. Back then I was a dumbass. I was like, oh, it's right here.
Dude, the intimidation of being a little kid and
Yeah,
not knowing
you're
how to
little,
lie.
you
You're just
know?
like, yeah, you.
I didn't know no better. Now I'm like, fuck that. What knife, homie? I don't get no knife.
And they straight took you? They didn't give you a warning? They didn't suspend you?
Because I had already been arrested out here with the homies, So they're like, oh, this fool's already getting in trouble. Like, I'm going to juvenile hall. So they sent me to
Over the
juvenile
knife,
hall.
but you didn't even do nothing though with
I
it.
took
Dude,
a
it's
knife to
dangerous,
school.
dog. Come on. He said it's this big, too. He didn't say no switchblade. A
it was a pretty-
switchblade, I think
This
they would
one,
have let
this
it
one
go.
took the fucking
Hey, the carnitas.
yeah, the cocina knife, fool.
His
Like,
mom tried to cook in the morning. Y el cuchillo.
Cuchillo,
What the
Víctor.
fuck is my knife?
Otra vez, Víctor. I used to do that with the knives. I used to throw them at the trees. Tra! Fucking up all my knives. I'm doing practice. Homie, with machete. I was machete before machete even thought of being machete.
and then what was juvenile hall like? Is it crazier
It
than?
was pretty fucked up. Fool. 'Cause, I mean, I was already kicking it with my neighborhood, and you know all the gang shit. So all the gangs were tripping on me, and then I pretty much just got used to it, dude. I mean, you get used to it, like you accept it, like okay, this is a part of my life now. I guess I gotta go to jail once in a while.
You had to get down a lot.
Yeah, you get down an awful.
You, I mean, you went to
I went to
juvenile,
juvenile, so
and then you
first-
went to regular jail, right?
No, the way it works is when you're a kid, you have to go to juvenile hall. That's like as a minor, and then you go to camp. They had camps like boot. I went to boot camp, like when they fucking make you wear army clothes and all that.
You went to boot camp,
Yeah, I
fool?
was in boot camp
Like
for
the
like
ones
a
that
year
you
and a
see
half.
in like the Maury or like
Yeah,
the.
like get
like
it,
Major
sir,
Payne.
get it,
You know
sir.
what was crazy when the Spanish shows would have them? They'd be like "Ningos mal portados," and then the
Yeah,
fool would
send
come
them
up.
to boot camp. That's
Yeah.
real though. We would work out till we throw up. I'll be like, fuck. They'll tell you we're not stopping till he throws up, and I'll be like, dude, throw up, fool, hurry up. I want
Just
to
in
go
the
back
corner, just
inside.
gagging yourself like,
Yeah.
come on, we're done.
I would drink a lot of water, so I'll throw up fast. I'll be like, I can go back inside, guys. You better wait. Get that
I could go. Yeah, that's some shit I would do, dog.
Then you would see fools like,
Se llenaba de agua listo.
because it was like because it's like they're all ex-military people.
Yeah.
That are there to like supposedly straighten us up. But,
Scared
you know,
straight.
yeah,
shit.
kind of like scared straight.
Yeah.
You just learn shit, right? On the
Yeah.
road, though, you just learn shit from other fools.
You just
right?
learn shit. You just learn to fight and fucking just be dumb. And I've never seen nobody that went to boot camp and like, that's it for me. I went to boot camp.
And that's funny how they want you not to be like dangerous, but they're making
They
you
make
work
you more
out.
dangerous.
Pa'
Yeah.
que salgas
Yeah, yeah.
todo
They
mamado,
size
like,
up.
look
Yeah,
who came back.
yeah,
Think
Who
about-
snitched on me? Who
Yeah,
snitched?
yeah.
I don't need the knife no more, dog.
Yeah,
Think about it, bro. It's like
That is true. That
it's
is
like
true.
it's like putting like 5 deadliest snakes in one cage.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that shit is good. Like
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
either
bad.
gonna evolve into one super snake or they're gonna be nonstop fighting, dog. Like
what happens.
yeah, like so I'm like that shit would, and I'm pretty sure like it's kind of like what they say. They say that when you go do some time, that's like school sometimes
It
for
is,
something.
yeah.
How much time they give you for that knife?
That time I did maybe like it was like 2-3 days, fool.
Oh,
But then
yeah,
see, so I get out and then I'm on probation. And I'm kicking it more with my homies, committing more stupid crimes, like stealing
You got
cars.
credit because you got
Yeah, I got used to it. I was like, fuck it, go, pretty much I started stealing cars, kicking it with the homies, jumping fools, doing dumb shit like you do when you're in the gang. It's part of the life. But I mean, after that, I just started doing more and more time. It went from just days to like months. And then the first time I did a whole year and a half, I was 12, going on 13 almost.
God damn.
A whole year and a half at what, juvenile hall?
In camp. Because what it was is
boot camp?
Yeah, no. I already went to boot camp, so now they sent me to a lockdown camp, which
What
is
is this,
in Lancaster.
like Nazi camp or what?
No. What it is just it's like a closed. The facility is closed already, but it used to be in Lancaster. It was called Camp Challenger, so it was like for all the bad kids, before they go to YA. So that's like your last stop.
This is like your pre-K before fucking.
Exactly. Like get it together. You're gonna go where it's really fucked up.
And is that fucked up in there?
Yeah, in camp, because now you see more, and then there's different ones. Like there was Resnick, there was McNeil. I mean, there was Smith, the Anazuka. I mean, was it Anazuka? I don't remember. There was Resnick and a bunch of other camps too. Scobie, but it's like a bunch of camps in one jail, and there's all kinds of kids in there from everywhere, from LA County. So I was there for like a year and a half. Well, because I was fighting with my enemies and shit like that, So once that happens, I ended up getting refouled on, and I get out because they're like, okay, if we've been here almost a whole year and a half, like let this motherfucker out. So they let me out, and then I get busted again. This is when I go to YA. And then,
What'd you get busted again for?
For carjacking, because now we're committing more serious
You're
crimes.
13 and you drive
I was
the car?
13. Yeah. Well,
Were you on driving it?
I
or
don't know how to
passenger?
drive. My homie knew how to drive. So what it was is, and it's funny. So we're doing community service, right? We're doing community service.
Community service, dog.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to commit no crime.
Yeah,
Can you sign up on my hours? That's the 90s
Yeah,
right
literally.
there.
Fool. We literally had.
Hey, Rock was thinking, he's like, you in a space camp?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to space camp.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up, because when you get out of jail, you have to do community service. So me and my homies are doing community service all together, and we're like, man, fuck this place, fool. Like, I was like, let's go get some weed. So we get out of fucking community service, and we're like, hey, fool, we don't got no money. Like, and then one of my homies like, well, let's rob somebody. And I was like, all right. So we see this guy and his female, and I was like, fool, but it's Hyena's right there. You know what I mean? Because back then you couldn't do that, right?
Yeah, standards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some kind of, you can't be that much of a scumbag, So, but this fool was dogging, fool. He was like, look, and he was an older cat. And I told my homies, like, dude, this fool keeps staring, like, fuck him. Hey, let's go rob him. He's looking, he wants it, right? He wants that smoke. So we go over there and we hit him up, and we're like, hey, where you from? And he's my enemy. And I'm like, dude, he's the enemy, fool. Like, fuck this fool. So I have a gun, fool. I have a gun because now I'm carrying a gun because I know it's gunplay out there, right? So he's talking to my little homie. Yeah, I'm 13 with a strap. And my little homie's small. And he's like, hey, get out of here, fucking squinkles. Because they would say that back in the days. And he slaps my little homie. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I pull out a gun, and that fool's like, oh, shit. Like, these motherfuckers got guns. So I said, hey, you know what? I said, get naked, motherfucker. And that fool's like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? And I said, give me all your fucking money, dog. I said, come out your shoes. Because we were grimy like that. We'd be like, take your shoes off.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck, man. And I was like, give me your wallet. And I was like, get on the ground. And he's like, fuck, man. And he's like, hey, just leave the car. And I was like, nah, fuck that. Hey, we're taking the car, too. It was a badass Rego. Regos were bad back in the days. So I tell him, stay on the fucking ground, right?
Where'd you learn this from as a 13-year-old? That's
Growing
what
up.
you should do,
From
dog.
camp.
From being in camp with other robbers. Fool, they tell you, like, lay them down on the ground, because if not, they run away.
They teach you so much.
Yeah,
He said it because if not, they run away.
Run away, fool. So I remember, fool, one of my homies was like, hey, never leave the witnesses, like, awake, like, conscious, right? So I was
Holy
like,
shit.
fuck, eh? So I get off the car again, and I fucking bang this fool in the back of the head. Bah! And that fool, like, knocks out. So I give my homie the strap, and I was like, hey, fool, you got to hit the hyena, fool. And he's like, nah, fool, she's a hyena. And I was like, hit that bitch, fool. So he goes over there, and he can't do it, fool, because he's a little kid. He's younger than me, fool. So that fool
Was this like a 9-year-old?
No, he's 12. Okay. He's 12.
Was this like a
We're
9?
all 12, 13. Like, the oldest one was my homie that was driving 14.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was the oldest?
That was the oldest, fool. So I was
But you guys are like
fucking-
South Park kids.
Yeah, yeah. So
Fucking
my homie
little
didn't.
rascals.
My homie didn't knock that bitch out. So we're driving away, and I look, and I see that bitch running, and I'm like, damn, she's gonna call the cops. So we're like, fuck it. So we go to my homie's house, and we dump the car, right? My homie's like, hey, you guys did good. Here's $100. I was like, oh, hell yeah. You buy drugs, right? So my homie hides the car, and we're going to the Connect's house. And right when we're going to Connect's house, the fucking gang unit pulls up on us. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I told my homie, fool, like, be cool, fool. Like, don't say nothing. And as soon as they come, my little homie's 12 years old. He's like, hey, we haven't done nothing right now. Fuck up, homie. Like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, because they never been to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fool, these cops are going to tell us they fucking got so much shit on us. I said, just shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing, dog. Because I already had started going to the system. I know they always be like, hey, your homie, he lied on you. He snitched on you. But they don't
tell
have
her,
nothing.
yeah.
They want you to spill it up. So we're just quiet. And when I see that big fat fool that we robbed come out of the car, I was like, dude, we're fucked. That's a witness. And he was like, all of us. And I was like, son of a bitch, eh? So I ended up going to court. And it was the same judge, fool, that I had been seeing since I was 11 years old. So he goes, look, I've seen you to juvenile hall. I sent you to camp. Like, you're going to Hawaii. So I was like, fuck, dude, because you hear all kinds of fucked up stories of Hawaii. You know, it's like a little prison.
Like worse. Yeah, like you're already in jail. So like what?
Oh, it gets worse, fool. Like in Hawaii, fools get raped and fucking stabbed. That shit's wild.
More as compared to regular jail?
Oh, way. I would rather be in prison than Hawaii. Hawaii was fucked up, fool. Like, it was some shit.
Like little kids that don't give a fuck, huh?
Oh, because those little kids, they're like 10, 11 years
Their
old.
hormones are raging up.
But
fool.
they're doing like 10 years for murder. I knew kids that were doing 20 years, like they until they're 25. So that's pretty much their whole life. And then there's some kids that were getting convicted under M numbers, which were like little kids, but once they turn 18, they go to prison. So that's wild, fool. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, think about it. Fool, you have that fuck the world attitude at that
You're
young.
a little kid. You don't give
You're a
fuck.
little kid, bro. Like, and then you're experiencing 12 to fucking 16 in there, bro. Hormones are going up. You're like you, if
taking
you,
cheeks.
you
Motherfuckers like, oh shit.
you either want to fuck or fight.
Yeah. Or
Like,
both. Or
yeah,
both.
or both. Yeah.
I like you. I want you.
Yep. That's just wild. Fool,
I've
but
never heard anyone say that. I mean, I've heard.
I heard
things,
that
but I've
before.
never heard say why is worse than like being in.
I've heard
the
that.
Prison is bad, but it's like control bad. Fool. It's like you know, if it's a riot's gonna kick off, you know you're not alone. It's a bunch of Mexicans. Let's go stab some blacks or whites with all due respect, whatever.
I'm really offended.
Yeah,
All right.
oh my God.
I'm the minority
Hey,
here.
but do you know how it is? Like that's the way the water runs.
It's program
but
time.
YA is like you against gangs, against blacks, against whites. Like the people who had it the worst were the whites. Fool. I give credit.
Word?
To worst. Because
Finally.
yeah, and when I was in YA, dude, the Nazis would get it from the Mexicans and the blacks. Yeah. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Bro.
Hold on. There was Nazis fools at Young YA.
Okay, so in YA, there was guys that were like banging Peckerwoods, IE Peckerwoods, or skinheads, or Venice skins. Like stuff
These are like
that.
the fools from that American History X
those
fool.
badass kids.
Like those little badass kids.
Badass
Remember
kids,
that kid,
the
little
real-
kid, John Connor?
Yeah, he's right. It's little Temecula kids.
Yeah,
little
white-
morritos that are bad from there, from
Yeah.
Murrieta, and they gotta be
Nazis.
white, so they have to.
Fools that
fucking
Sammy knew.
Yeah.
Fools that Sammy knew growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because it's funny because now that you mention it, I know like there was some bad
Temecula.
white boy kids that end up
Going
with
to
you,
jail.
and they can't run black.
They can't run blacks. They can't be Mexicans.
yeah.
I mean, some.
You gotta run racist.
They gotta run racist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the
swastika.
default. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it is what it is, you know.
So they had it the worst because everybody's just like,
Just
oh, you
because,
hate
yeah,
everybody.
everybody wanted to like get the whites, you know.
Yeah.
And it's different because in prison it's all a race. You know, you have backup. Why you have no backup? It's like you against everybody.
Damn, you're the minority there.
Yeah.
Now, you said you did a year and a half.
So I did a year and a half in camp. So then I get out. All that bullshit happens. That's when I catch my first strike as a carjacking. Because back in the days,
Well, I mean, it was like almost.
Yeah,
you
they were trying to-
hit the guy in the head. The
they were
other
trying to give me life, dude. But what helped me was I was a minor.
at 13.
Yeah. So they were like, you know what we're gonna do? Because they're looking at it like you're the oldest one almost.
Was that because of all the prior cases you had
the prior
before?
cases,
Also, that shit fucked you up. If this
That's
would have
what
been the
fucked me
first,
up. Yeah.
if this would have been the first case,
I would've been good.
They would have been like, you got a chance to learn.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But
So
they're
So
just
technically, his third strike as a kid, it was
Yeah.
it was getting drugs. It
Yeah.
was that first.
they're like, we can't give him the chair,
I
fool.
was fighting. He's stupid. So they're like, this guy, we need to do something stronger for this guy. Let's hook him up.
Turn it on so we can get that bug out of here.
And then fucking so when I go to court, they're like they're giving me because for carjacking it's 3, 6, 9, then life and whatever how it goes, right? So they're like, we'll give him 6 years with a parole date of 3 years, but he has to do it maximum 7. So I was like, all right, fuck it, whatever they give me. So I take it. I ended up doing 6, almost 7 years on that shit. So I went in when I was 13. I didn't get out until I was 19. So I did 6 years, almost 7.
Fuck.
Oh, for
As a
this
kid.
carjacking, fool?
Carjacking.
And all YA.
All white, yeah.
Damn, yeah. 'cause
In one
you-
place.
Yeah.
In Nellis. I was only in one place, yeah. Well, I was in reception, which was SRCC, and then Nellis.
You're a very your vibe and the way that you are would never say anything
Yeah.
like that
Nah.
about you at all. I like You know what's crazy? Like, cause there's some fools that I look at and I'm just like, damn, this fool looks like
Bad business.
This fool looks like he's like, sí, ese pinche cara de piedra. You know what I mean? Like fucking like
Black guy right there.
Yeah,
That motherfucker's been to prison.
yeah, like
That's
some
that prison dick, homie.
but like you have a very for somebody who spent those years in there, fool. And what year was the hardest, bro? Like
The hardest, I mean, I would say when like I said,
like as a youngin, bro, because you don't realize. Did you realize at that moment that you're like like not you're wasting your youth, but you're like, fuck, the decisions I made have taken me here.
I mean, you don't really think about it. The way I looked at it is like,
For the hood?
it was for the hood, yeah. Because I love to this day, I'm still from my hood and everything. But it's just like you look at it different. Like, man, I gotta do something for myself, dog. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But when I was a kid, that's all that mattered was just gangbanging. That's all I cared about. That's all I seen myself as a gang member. You know, I didn't see nothing past that.
Man, that's
Wow.
and so it was just like, hey man, this is what I'm here to do. It's my time. I gotta
roll
so you're
with
just
it,
working out every day, just
Working out, fighting. I would fight with my enemies, whoever, however it happened.
whoever wanted to fade any
Yeah,
day.
a lot of times, because my neighborhood doesn't get along with a lot of gangs, like 18 and different gangs.
Yeah.
We were going at it hard, dude.
And what is it like? What is it like? Like how does that shit go about? You're having lunch or like everybody's separate. Like you're
So the way it is like,
somebody's
okay.
like, hey, you're from such and such. What's up? Let's get down.
Exactly.
Like that?
In the halls,
Just calling you out?
Yeah, in the halls, it's like you see your enemy, you have to rush him. Like if I see him, we don't get along, we're just fighting.
He's your enemy. He's coming this way. All of a
Fighting.
sudden, we're packing him.
Yeah.
And like once
For
you
no
fight-
reason.
And once you fight once, and like your enemy for life, right? Like you have to fight
Yeah,
him no matter what. Even if
exactly.
he kicks your ass, like let's say me and
Exactly.
Eagle don't like each other, and Eagle already gave me with a 1 and 2, and I see him again, I have to.
You have to fight him, fool. That shit sucks.
I think I get my ass kicked
If
every time I see Eagle.
if he doesn't try to fight, he's labeled as a bitch, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever see anybody?
Yeah,
get
see,
that, like-
damn, that's fucked. That's fucked. You gotta fight back, dog. Like no matter what.
Yeah, I got beat up a gang at times, dog.
about to say-
Knocked out, fucking. I remember one time I got knocked out in front of the whole school, dog.
Damn.
It was like everybody was sitting right there, and I was fighting a lot at the time, and I'm coming out, and this fool's like, "Hey, fool, come here, meet me halfway," and I'm like, "Fuck, dude." Like,
Just,
bitch. Yeah, so I was like, all right, fool, here I go. So we run towards each other, and I'm just like looking for the cops, like, come on, motherfuckers, we're gonna fight, homie. Break this motherfucker up. I already got down with the fool, and he fucked me up every time.
He had manos.
Yeah, he had hands, dude.
Like, come on, man.
What-
Quit
was it
singling me out.
Was it even kind of fair though, or was it that thing where you're like, bro, like,
Yeah,
like if me and
what-
him fight that son, you're looking at it like, bro,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no. This guy, the guy I was fighting, he was real fast. Fool. He was a professional boxer almost. And when I went to why I had no chunkums, I couldn't fight. I was getting served up, fool. But I was like,
But you wouldn't back down though, cause
No, I would tell him like, you know what, I'm gonna fight you till you get tired of kicking my ass, homie. I said I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna rush you. No,
Are you bored yet, dude?
yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, there's some grimy shit. Like there was this one big ass fool from 18, dog, and we're going at it with 18, right? And I was like, dude, I had to fight this vato también. So I waited. I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting till he was like not looking, and I just straight snaked him, dude, from the back, like, bah! Well, and, you know, I couldn't fight him head up. I fought him a couple times. He was beating my ass, knocked me
I
unconscious.
mean, I assume there's really no rules.
There's no rules.
yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to get yours too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
cause I'm like, yo, you can't just like, you're gonna like, if you keep getting, it's like, remember when Craig got the brick and he fucking hit Debo?
He's too big.
Yeah, like he's too big. Like he had to get that brick and fuck that motherfucker
Yeah,
up.
and he came back down.
I know that this might be fucked up for like kids, but is there a shoe for you guys?
Yeah, there is a box lockup. You keep going to lockup. Yeah, you
And same thing, just
same
you?
thing. Like
Is that PC?
no. So the way it is like this is let's say from there to here to there. That's the box. And so as a little kid, you kick it in a little room like this.
Like a hockey box?
kind of like it's small. fool.
penalty
So that's when
box?
you're in punishment. Like so, it's just a toilet, a bed, and that's it. And one little window like on the top where you can barely see like
The
that.
little visor window,
yeah,
huh?
fucking bullshit, dude. And you're right there all day, though. All
Get-
day, just jacking off and shit. Just like, so tired. When you first go to lockup, you're just like, gotta beat this me, homie. Just
I was gonna say,
'cause
that's the
you're by
most
yourself,
privacy
you're by
you got.
yourself.
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Because if you got a celly, that shit sucks, dude. That motherfucker don't want to leave. You can't even jack off, you know. Yeah, fuck.
Come on, man, get out.
I had a celly like, yeah. I had a celly right in Orange County, right, and this fool, he fucking never leave the cell, dog. And I had some
What do
good
you mean
ass-
never leave? Can you leave the cell?
No, like to go to like program or like he would always want to stay inside with me and chop it up. We would chop it up cool, but I would be like, hey, fool, you don't want to, because they'll call him to go see the medical. And I'll be like, they called you, go to medical, fool. And it's like, nah, I'm too lazy. And I'm like,
Hey, what's go to
"Motherfucker,
medical? Like go get checked out?
Yeah, like to go get physicals or just they want to see them for pills or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I wanted him to leave so I could fucking beat my meat. But that motherfucker wouldn't
But
leave.
for what though? For what?
Were you ever just
No,
upfront with him?
I had magazines in Orange County. Had some feedback magazines, dog.
Oh, they let
yeah,
that
they
in?
got good like Double XL, Maximo. You get all those
yeah,
good
that's cool.
magazines.
But that's not porno, right?
Nah, you're not getting.
But did you ever just like straight up be like, "Hey, man, get out"?
A couple
gotta
times I told
fucking
him,
yank
and he was like, and I was like, "Fool, just go." And then finally, I was like, "Fuck it." If he don't want to go, I'm gonna wait till he goes to sleep, dog. Do one of those sneaky ones and shit. You know, anyway, you're like, "What are you doing?" I'm scratching myself, homie. Don't look up here. Stay down there.
And so damn, 12, 13 to 19, fool.
Yeah, so I get out.
What's the first thing you do when you get out?
As soon as I get out, I fucking go eat something good. Obviously, I go eat.
You go eat. Do you remember?
Who picked you up? Your mom? Your jefita?
My mom, I was right here in Whittier, so she picked me up and they threw a party for me and everything. They're like, "Oh, he's gonna do good. Stay out of trouble."
Like Miklo when he got out?
Yeah, it was nice. It was cool. But fucking, I was only out for 2 weeks, fool.
Damn.
2 weeks because what
2
happened?
weeks, fool?
2 weeks. I'm kicking it with some girls. We're partying.
¿No te
whatever.
gustó la comida or what,
Nah,
fool?
it
Like,
you just do dumb shit, fool. And because the thing is, this time I'm 19 when I get out. So I'm 19, but my homie had just got to do prison time, right? So he's like, "Hey, fool, just rob an armored truck, fool." And I was like, "I'm down."
Just
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we do some dumb shit, dog. Hey, criminals do. We don't think that shit out,
hey,
dog.
fool, let's rob an armored truck.
Yeah, dude.
I heard it was not that hard before, though.
It was easier, fool.
Yeah.
We
Like
watched
the
them.
crazy shit I tell you when I was like, "Do you want to go in on an ounce?"
Yeah.
Not even then. Like you want to go in on an 8-ball
Yeah,
coke?
yeah.
Like that's all crazy.
That's
you guys
wild,
like, yeah, and you guys like you want to fucking.
And
How
that
we
was-
living tonight? Nah, the way it all came up is because we're kicking it. Because like I tell you, my neighborhood is small, right? So we all literally know each other, like by name, last name, everything,
Yeah.
right? So my homeboy had got out, and he had just done 10 years, so I think 10 or 15. And he got out, but he's already more advanced criminal than me.
Yeah.
I'm already like criminal mentality, but this was like on it, right? So he sees me and he knows I got out of YA and he knows I'm with it. Because when you get out of YA, you're like pissed, trigger happy, fool. You're like real active, right? So we're all chilling right here, and then we're watching this truck, and it comes into an old school Lucky's. I don't know if you guys remember the market, Lucky's.
Yeah.
And
Those are- it's
and
been-
then
I don't think
it
they're
was a
around no more,
Lucky's,
right?
And then and turned into an Albertsons.
Yeah.
So my homie's looking at it. He's like, "Hey, fool, like we should rob armored truck, fool." And I look at him, and I was like, "You serious?" He goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "I'm down. Let's do it. Let's go."
Yeah.
So we start watching the truck, dog. And this is when dope started hitting hard, fool. So my homie was like, "Hey, fool, if we do this, we got to do this sober. Like nobody high, like everybody on the A game, right?" So we're chilling, and my homie comes, and we're all strapped up in a G ride.
Yeah.
And we already know
So
exactly.
you guys got
We
a
had whole
stolen
plan and
car.
everything. Yeah, we got a stolen car. He has a gun. I have a gun. We have masks and everything. Like we putting the mask on like to rob this fool, right? And my homie comes all tweaked out, fool, sweating in a mustard shirt. And my homie's like, "What the fuck you doing, fool? I told you don't be high." And he's like, "I'm good, fool." He's like, "You're a mess, homie." Like, what the fuck? And he was strict about not doing crimes with people on drugs.
Yeah.
Because he felt it was gonna be a liability. Like you could.
But he
snitch.
showed up tweaked out.
Yes, my other homie. So
Yeah.
2 of us were good. And then he goes, "Get the fuck out of here." And he's all pissed. And he's like, "You guys, like you got a calentada coming. You're going to check him for coming stupid."
Yeah.
So me and my homie are sitting right there. And we're like, "Fuck, fool, we got all these guns. We have the guns. We got the car. Like, what do we do, dog?" And he's like, "Fuck, let's rob somebody." I was like, "All right." So we see this.
So the plan couldn't go through
Because
without.
we needed 3 guys. The way we had set it up was one take the guy coming for the bag, one takes this guy in the back, and one of them would be like, so make sure this guy doesn't get off. So we needed 3. So
This is like some GTA shit that you
we
had like.
planned out. We had masks. We had, nah, it was a lot of people.
They didn't have the
Now
cheat
those fools
code.
have guns too.
They have guns too.
Yeah.
They have guns too.
They'll shoot you.
Yeah, they'll shoot you even if you get too close, fool.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do it without that person. So we ended up robbing this guy, fool. We robbed him, and it was Bank of America. We robbed him outside in the teller, fool.
Did he look like he had money?
He was like an older white guy. So he had money. we pulled out the money at the teller, and then my homie's like, "Hey, fool, like let's take him inside." So he fucking gives us more money. I was like, "All right." So we're literally sitting right there, and we tell him, "Hey, like don't be a fucking hero. Like get the money and come out, dude. Like you want to go home, fool. Like don't make me do this, right?"
Yeah.
Like okay, man. He's how much you guys want? So he pulls out some cash, gives us cash in an envelope, and I tell that fool like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here." So here goes my older homie. I mean, I don't know why he fucking did it, but he just did it. He hits that guy. He hits that guy like pa with the gun, and I'm just like, dude, this old man's gonna be pissed or fall. So sure enough, he falls. So when he falls, he's like, you know how people make noises? The fucking security at the bank hears that shit, fool.
Fuck.
And I was like, son of a bitch. So we're in the parking lot of Bank of America, like on that side. So that fool sees what's going on, sees us with guns. So he runs to help that fool. Fucking security wants to be a hero, you know? This motherfucker doesn't even like say stop. He shoots at us.
No.
Damn.
Real
This
shit.
is the 90s, yeah.
This is the 90s security.
Yeah.
Was he like was he a señor? He was a señor.
He was Raza, fool. He was
That's what I'm
dumping
saying. He was
us.
one.
Yeah.
He's probably one of those security guards they hire at the fucking Asian markets, fool.
Like, he's ready
Those
for it.
security guards are trigger
They're
ready, dog.
Because he shoots, and I'm like, oh shit. So we start shooting back, and that's why we get popped, because right there, Bank of America's right here, right? And fucking down the street is right to the police station, fool. So as soon as we fucking get in the car, cops are all coming on us, fool. And I was like, fuck. So we get popped for this fucking robbery. So now it's me and my homie. He had just got out. So they're trying to give that fool life and give me less time because I haven't went to jail as an adult, right? But he's my homie, so I told him, fool, let's fight this shit, fool. Like, I don't want you to get life.
Yeah.
And so his deal was 20 years and my deal was 5 years. So I said, fuck it, fool, let's go to prison, dog. So we go, I do 5 years and he does 20 years, dog. 20 years.
You just got out though, fool.
I did 5 more for being stupid, dog. Because you don't think, dude. Like, I'm telling you.
And this is this.
Yeah.
And this is why this is a crazy fucking story though.
But
Like,
how'd they
True
catch you
story.
guys? How the cops
So the way it happened was because this is the bank right here, right? So this guy starts dumping on us here, which is a couple carports away from the bank. And so he hears the gunplay. We're dumping on the security. He's dumping on us. So the cops, obviously somebody called it or heard it, and it's down the street right here. Because Main is like this, and down there is the police station. So they come like in minutes, fool. So when we see the cops coming, which is on Main Avenue, I was like, fool, let's fucking jam. So me and my homie get in the car. We go, and the fucking Metro, dude. The Metro Link station is right there. The Metro's fucking blocking the way, so we're fucked. Cops box us in, and they're like, get out. And we're like, fuck. Like, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
We get caught with the money. We get caught with the guns, masks. So they're like, these motherfuckers were going to do more than this. Because they see the mask. We were going to. Yeah, so we get fucked, fool.
Damn. What was the well, like we were saying earlier, you definitely don't put off the aura that you get into this stuff or had been into this stuff. So like what was the growth from that to where you are now?
I would say how I got there was because, you know, I was always involved in that shit, dude. Like, I love doing it. And even like I was saying, I was working and still slanging.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't live both worlds. So what happened was, I'm still working, but now we're stealing trailers. The way we did it, we're coming up, dog. We would sell people a whole trailer for $5,000, but you didn't know what was in there.
Damn, he's the one would have bought one on
Yeah.
site.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was
I
like,
would have, bro. I would have been like resale.
They were good ones, fool. We would get TVs. We would get GoPros. We'd get all kinds of shit. For one time, I got nothing but thongs. And my homie was like, fool, this is a loss, homie. And I was like, dude, strippers love thongs, homie. And I sold them. All. I was selling them for $5, fool. Like, I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
Fool. I was like, hey, $5, brand new. She's like, oh, what? Shoot it. So I was slanging thongs, fool. Whatever made me $1, I was doing it.
Yeah.
So what made me turn was I started doing comedy, you know, because I was still trying to live both worlds. But it was my first year in comedy, and I'm doing a show in Orange County.
This is after you do your 5 years?
Yeah, I kept going to jail after that too.
Still, fool?
From the 5
How
years,
old are you, dog?
I got out when I got out of prison. I was 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 almost, give or take.
After the 5 years
After
for
the
the
5
the
years.
attempted
For the armed robbery. I got convicted of that one. Was my second strike. That was strong arm robbery.
And you're 20 what?
I'm 23 when I get out with
Okay.
2 strikes.
And then how long is it before you go to jail again?
Okay, so I'm out for a year. I have my daughter.
Oh wow, thank God. You at least were out for like
Yeah,
more
'cause
than
I had a baby. I got out. I tried to do good, but I was like, fuck it, is what it is.
What's you trying to do good?
Like working and not be an idiot, dog. Or commit. You know what it is? It's money. When you make easy money, you don't want to work for no more.
Yeah, when you go
You
to a
want
regular
quick
job, it's hard.
money.
you get used to. Well, you know what you're good at.
Yeah, I'm good at robberies and doing shit like that. You don't get out, hey, you know. But yeah. So the second time I get busted for robbing a Taco Bell, dog.
Buy a Taco Bell. There's no money in a
it
Taco.
was fucking funny, dog. So what it was is
This is a year later.
a year later, I'm with this girl and I get fired from work. So I'm like, fuck, man, I don't got no job.
Where were you working at?
I was working at a warehouse, but I was still slanging on the side, but I needed feria, and I couldn't re-up, so I had more money.
Slanging dope?
Yes, exactly. So I was like, fuck, man. I was like, you know what? Just rob somebody real quick. So I go to the fucking Taco Bell, which was like right there by where I lived, right?
Yeah.
And I never went there. That's why I robbed it. I was like, fuck it, they'll never see me again, you know? So I go in there and rob them, but it was fucked up. Because the guy, they had just opened. I didn't even know. So they only had a couple $100. Huh?
Yeah.
Couple $100, and I'm like, fuck, dude. And once I did the robbery, I was just like, I'm fucked. Because I got 2 strikes. They're going to catch me, right? So I start jacking all kinds of food. And
Damn.
grimy muscle, dog. I was in the back, like, give me some fucking hard shell tacos, give me the cinnamon twist, give me everything, dog. Damn. So I
You started stealing food?
because I only had a couple. I only came up on a small amount
Yeah.
of food. So
But what were you thinking about doing with the food? You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna take
take
it
it
home.
home. Take it home and tell my lady.
The point is I'm taking more. The
Exactly,
point is I'm already going
exactly.
to jail. It don't matter.
Exactly.
I'll take anything,
Exactly.
dog. I'll take
Yeah,
the hot sauce. Give me the hot
that's
sauce.
what I did. I
Medium,
did.
mild, hot, all of
Everything.
it.
I was like, give me that Diablo sauce, bitch.
Yeah. You want to turn it on?
Bang of
Yeah,
Mountain
yeah,
Dew.
Yeah, no. So I fucking the way I looked at it was like, I'm gonna come home with dinner, fool.
Yeah.
So I told my aunt, hey, I got Taco Bell. And she's like, oh, thanks, babe, whatever, right? And she's like, well, how much did you make? And I was like, like $600. That's what I robbed. And she's like, all right, here. So I gave her money for the rent. 3 days later, the cops fucking raided the apartment right there where I'm living. And then my lady at the time didn't know. Fool. She's like, what do you mean? He didn't rob nobody. Like, and they're like, yeah, we got him on tape. He robbed the Taco Bell literally right here down the street. And
Would you not wear a mask?
nah, I was stupid, fool. I went in there. What did help me was I had a paño, fool.
Yeah.
Back then I had no head tattoos or nothing. So they had me, but they didn't really have me.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, look, instead of making this a 3 strikes case, we'll give you a deal. We'll give you 2 years right now just for robbery. Or grand larceny for like the money that I took. Because everything over $500
Yeah.
is fucking considered grand larceny. And that's less than a commercial burglary. So I was like, fuck it, 2 years, let's take it. So I take the 2 years and now I go back to jail, fool. A year after that.
And what is it like when you go back? It's like, welcome back.
Yeah, nah, I was like, fuck, shit sucks. Fool. That time, that's when I got shot in my head, fool.
In jail?
Yeah, I got shot in my head. Okay, so the way it happened was in 2000, between 2005, 2000.
Hold on, you got shot in jail.
Yeah.
You cut to the Patreon for this story?
Yeah, let's cut to the
yeah, yeah.
Patreon, bro. Let's
Yeah,
cut.
you want to hear this fool
Yeah.
get shot in the ear?
Yeah. By the way, your camera was right there, fool. Just just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm worried.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
you
having
know,
a conversation
we've
with
been, but I'm
us.
just letting you know, like, whenever you want to, like,
Yeah,
just,
like when you announce your book or whatever, or your shows, the point to
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
yeah, this is conversation. Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but I mean, I know because bro, your story's just hella captivating. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
here
Oh,
we're like,
shit.
we're like, I don't even want to tell this fool about the camera. Like, yeah, but that is crazy. All right, so you get shot in jail, and this is
Yeah.
after these 2.
But how? They're not so, like,
Yeah, like, how did this happen?
So the way it happens, right, is I go back for that robbery shit, whatever, right? I was on parole, so they gave me a violation también, a parole violation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I go to a Wayside, right? Wayside is a jail over there, and it's Santa Clarita, right? So I go right there, whatever, right? And shit's cracking off, fool. So the way the shit works in there is like, let's say, for instance, sometimes we go at it, like we said, with the whites or the blacks. At this time, we were going at it with the cops, fool. So there'll be times where they'll be like, hey, you know what? It's on site with the cops. So that means all the homies have to.
That's like some Pablo shit.
Yeah,
Like,
they
why
have
were
to
you guys
fight the
fighting the cops? Just because?
some high power shit, you know?
Okay.
And so when I seen the kite, I was like, fuck, homie, we're going to go at it with the cops, you know?
Yeah.
And I only had 2 years to do. So I was like, fuck, homie. I was like, it is what it is, you know?
That'll give
So-
you more time, right? If you get
More
caught up.
time.
Yeah.
100%.
More time, yeah. And you guys could Google it. It came out. They had to shut down the whole fucking jail, dog, because all the inmates were fucking fighting that time at Wayside, and we're going at it with the cops. So the way I get shot, fool, this is what happens, right? So I mean, because I was already, like I said, I was already like more of a career criminal, like learning my game, right? So I told
Every time you go back, you're learning something new?
more up on game. Damn. So I fucking so I go, right, and when I go, like I tell the homies, look, I'm the one that's gonna start the riot, fool. Like I'm gonna pretend like I go up there and get some mail, and I'm just gonna sock this cop in his face. And obviously I don't want to wear t-shirts. I went up there with no shirt, right?
Yeah.
They're handing out mail.
Why'd you want to start it? You think it'll get you married? It's easier, like maybe.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of people were scared, fool. Like a lot of homies were like, "Fuck the cops," and I was like, "Fool, like don't be afraid, fool. Like we got this, dog."
They got guns, dog. Be real afraid.
He said, fool, don't be afraid. Like, I'm like, bro, like, no sorprendido.
Well, that's
like,
what I tell him when you don't want to go in the ocean, in the water.
Yeah,
Don't be
just put
afraid.
your foot in. Yeah. I would tell the homies, because the homies, nobody wants to go through with that shit. But I was like, yeah, you know, we gotta do it, dog. Like, We don't want to get stabbed. If you don't do it, you're gonna get stabbed. So I was like, fuck that, you know.
What do you
Beat
mean?
up the cop.
There's repercussions if you don't help
Oh
out.
yeah,
Yeah, bro,
bro.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Fool.
If there's a riot,
So
and
the
if there's
homie
a riot,
stabbed
they find
the-
you in your cell just chilling,
Oh,
reading
you're
a book,
fucked.
dog. You're so
fucked.
fucked.
They stab you,
They'll stab you.
You gotta
And you're sick,
participate,
you're done. You
dog.
have to participate.
You're raza, you're raza.
Yeah. There's
even
no
if you
yes
get
or
your
no.
ass beat, you're still
You
there.
gotta go.
You gotta show up, dog. They gotta see
That's
you.
crazy.
So if
Exactly.
anyone says he was in his cell, they'll
He's
fucking
fucked.
find out if you were in the cell. And if you were in the cell,
You're done.
yeah. Even George said, if he even
Yeah.
told me, if you're ever in jail, just go, X. Don't be a
Just
pussy.
go for it. Yeah,
Don't kick
don't
it
go
in the
against
room.
nothing. Yeah.
Soccer black food, dog.
First black guy.
Yeah, like
Sorry, bro.
yeah. I know we were talking earlier, dog. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I actually had a situation like that where I had to punch somebody that I was hanging out with.
That sucks, right?
Yeah, it was
Like,
a
fuck.
group thing, man. Like we got in a little drunk fight in the middle of the night in Austin, and it was mainly my homie and another guy that were going at it. Me and my friend, and then that guy's two friends. All of us were getting along except for like one of the dudes. And we were
Being a
just like,
dickhead.
we don't have a horse in this race. Like, fuck it, they're drunk, let them fight. We don't care as long as they don't get out of control.
Yeah.
My homie knocks out the bigger homie.
Damn.
And so we're all laughing like, yo, right? Like, and then this one dude is just like freaking out. He's like, no, fuck that, fuck that. So homie that knocked out this dude dive punches that guy. And like, I'm drunk as shit. So I just look at the dude I've been getting along with and I just give him the most like, and then just fucking deck the shit out of him and run.
You're a fucking hit and run.
I was like, I can't knock him out now. Like, we're already in it.
Yeah, we in it.
So you socked that cop. What made you pick him? He must have been like, not a.
He was a dickhead. Fool.
Oh, you picked one that
He
was
one of those
picked.
dickhead
Oh,
cops,
he had it
like-
coming.
Yeah, he had it coming, fool. And then when
I can see why you volunteered.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
when, when I
fuck it.
heard we're gonna go against the cops, I was like, I want to sock that motherfucker, right? Because he was a piece of shit. Fool. What people don't know is like in the county back in the days, the cops were vicious, dog. We're going at it with the cops all the time, and the cops they'll be like, "What are you looking at me? Fucking eye fucking me." And you're like, "Fuck." Now you go in there and the cops, because there's more cameras. Because back in even in LA County, when I was there was a paisano, right? He didn't speak English. The motherfucking cops beat him to death.
No.
Beat him to death, and they left him in a cell.
Couldn't
And
say I can't breathe.
I don't know, dog. The cops are vicious, fool. Right there in LA County, the cops were vicious back in the days. I got fucked up in LA County 2 times by the cops. They broke both of my shoulders right here. My shoulder is completely off.
what were they fucking you up with? Like the baton sticks and everything?
Yeah,
or?
baton sticks. They kick you, everything, till you're done, fool. But the homies know when a cop tries to put hands on you, you have to take off. So I take off on the cop. I was like, fuck it, I gotta do what I gotta do. But you beat it, like fighting a cop is a losing battle, dog. They're gonna win. They're gonna beat the fuck out of you. And they did.
Especially once they get you in handcuffs.
It's over.
Yeah.
And worst of all is when you fight a cop, every institution you go to, they're gonna be like, you got something coming. Because cops stick together. People don't think
It's,
so. But
it's a gang.
yeah. They'll be like, oh, you want to fight one of my brothers?
Vamos
Bring
a
him
dar una
here. Beat him
calentada.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did it go? So you hit the fool. I mean, that's the one here.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, I know, yeah.
So,
Right? Yeah.
so what happens with that is I hit the cop, right? And I don't have a shirt on because I know we're going to get pepper spray. So the spray and the punches could rub off you, fool. They fall off you. So I'm fucking going at it with this cop, and he hits his alarm. So when the homies heard the alarm, they knew it was time to riot. So I was like the signal. So I hit it off, and everybody starts fighting for in Wayside. So now we're going at it with the cops, and the same guy, I'm dragging him out. Fool. We drag him outside, and we're fucking going at it with all the cops outside.
You guys are like,
Fucking boot, because there's so many homies and how
America.
many cops, there's not that many cops.
that's
and it's
wild.
every jail, every inmate that's Mexican is fighting cops. Imagine it was
the
crazy.
blacks. Not that they were
blacks
down, but
didn't
that had
get-
nothing to do with them.
It was just Mexicans on cops. Fool.
Fuck.
And when I get shot is because I hit this other guy and he was a sergeant. So that's like a higher ranking officer for them. So when I hit that fool, the gunner comes in and they have this thing called Big Bertha, which is like you remember those old school Tommy guns?
Yeah.
But instead of shooting bullets, a rubber bullet, it's just like one big block like this, and it turns into like a hard brick and it hits you, boom, like knocks you.
Oh, fuck.
So that's what hit me in my head. So when I socked the sergeant, like boom, I just feel the hit. And I had thought I got shot. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what hit me? So when I look, I was like, dude, I was under a bench and I'm unconscious. My ear is just bleeding. Fool. So I'm like completely deaf out of one ear with that one. Yeah, because they knocked me out.
So right
you ain't
now, you can't hear nothing?
You haven't got it back?
Like out of this one, I can't hear nothing. So right now I can only hear from this one.
I know it sounds stupid, but like you can't sue them.
Okay, so
I
He
know.
beat the shit out of a cop.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
no,
you're
no.
deaf, dog. I know, but
yeah,
like
so
at the end of the day,
you
I'm
could.
literally deaf.
you could sue. The way it works is you could sue them, but what fucked me up is I waited too long. It has a statute of limitations, which is like a year or 2 years. Fool. So when I
It's
got
that short for pressing charges on a cop? Because
Yeah.
I know for standard civilians,
Yeah.
it's 7
7.
years.
Yeah, no, it was 2 years, dog. They were like, you didn't file. Like, I was like, that's some bullshit. I mean, I got some, perks to it. I got free Medi-Cal for life. That's all they gave me. They're like, Medi-Cal for life for your wages. Yeah.
It's damn. So what happened? Did you get more time after that?
Oh, fuck yeah. So the way it worked is, I had 2 years. So they gave me 1 year for assault on a peace officer and 1 year, like, rank concurrent. So pretty much it ranked with my time. So I did total 3 years just for that. So it wasn't that bad. You know, socking a cop is 2 years. You want to sock him, dog. It's not that bad. But just don't shoot him because you're fucked.
Don't be afraid.
Hey, so
Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
after you get picked up, like you have to go to the hospital with that get shot in the ear.
Yeah, no. So they need to take me to the hospital. Cops are scandalous, dude. What they do is
They still hit you?
no, I'm fucking bleeding, fool, and they take me to a cell, and I'm in my boxers, and I'm like passed out, and the homies wake me up.
Yeah.
Like, hey, fool, the Hudas just threw you in here. Like, where you come from? And I was like, dude, I was in the riot, and I was like, what the fuck? So finally, the homies called the medical. I go to medical. I go to the nurse. That's it. But they put me back on the line. Like, fuck you. They don't care, dude. Unless you're really, really, really hurt, and they beat the fuck out of you.
If you die on their clock,
Exactly.
that's when they care because
Exactly.
it'll look bad on
Yeah,
them.
they don't. Yeah, exactly.
But if you're bleeding from your leg, you know that if they know you're not gonna die,
Yeah.
fuck
They're
you.
gonna be
You
like, wait,
yeah.
yep, exactly.
And you were doing comedy?
No, I wasn't doing comedy.
Not-
at the
not
time.
yet?
Not yet.
Oh, when,
They-
yeah.
they-
But you were funny in there though.
I
También,
was
though.
funny. I was always a funny homie, always laughing, like bullshitting, like how we're doing. So when I started doing comedy, it was in 2000, like before COVID, like a year before COVID. I think it
Okay,
was
2019?
2019. So that time I get busted because I'm doing comedy, but I'm still a homie, you know. So I'm carrying guns, being
Damn,
stupid.
so it wasn't just George. That's just some cholo
So
thing.
someone
huh?
didn't give you,
Yeah, like-
so someone didn't give you enough time.
Not even that, or like say some because fools. There's some bangers, you know. Some fools,
Yeah.
and I'm in Orange County, and some fools are tripping on me. And I was like, "Hey, boy, like, I ain't on that right. I ain't on that right now. Like, it's all good." But that fool was pushing me tough, and I said, "All right, fool, you want a gun playlist?" I fucking pull out my gun. That fool's like, "Oh shit, dog."
Yeah.
So that time I got popped in Orange County. The cops put me over. I'm drunk. I'm doing cocaine because I always have to stay awake. You know what I mean? And it's funny, fool, because when the cop pulled me over, I'm fucking drinking. I'm not. He's like, open the window, and I was like, hold on. I said, need me a couple minutes, dog. Like, I know you got me. Let me do my thing. And that fool's like, hurry the fuck up. He was a white guy right there in Girl Belinda and shit.
Say gold on,
Yeah,
fool?
and I'm
Let me-
fucking
give
drinking
me
the
a
vodka,
second.
like, and I fucking do some lines on, rah, 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 rah. And I was like, okay, let's go. Yeah, I
You
was
can
like-
have this evidence when I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
is
And
way-
this is in the parking lot of the comedy show that you
No,
do?
this is outside the comedy show because I got into some shit at the comedy place, fool, and it was OG Mike's.
Okay.
No, that was all cholo shit back
yeah,
then.
no, it is still.
Yeah. So right there, I got into it with some fools. I get on the freeway. That's when they popped me on the freeway. But by then, I already had threw the gun. I knew they were following me, fool.
Yeah.
Because I see them, and I was like, these motherfuckers, dog. So I fucking throw the gun, and he's like, what'd you throw over there? And I was like, do your fucking job, homie. So he's banging and looking down there, and he's like, don't make me do my job. Like, you get paid.
Yeah.
Do your fucking job. Go look for whatever I threw. And I'm over here trying to get drunk, you know? And then finally I get off, and they give me this time I get busted, fool, and I go to Orange County, Theo Lacey. And I was just like, fuck, they were trying to give me 10 years for that shit. 10 years, but COVID.
They found the
For
gun?
DUI?
No, for what it was is because they found the gun.
Oh, they
and
did find it. Okay,
they found the gun, and then I had fucking coke on me, and I was fucking drunk as fuck. Plus, I had a record. I have a record. So with the 2 strikes, the way it goes is, let's say I steal this water bottle, and they give you 1 year for this. Since I have 2 strikes, they're gonna give me double that year. So you're gonna do 2 years for the bottle, and then 1 year for each strikes. So for one crime that was supposed to be 1 year, you get 4 years. Yeah, they fucking get you though.
Oh, because the 3-strike don't rule. The 3-strike
The
rule
three-
don't
no, the
exist
3
no more,
strikes,
right?
they-
The
no,
old one where it was forever.
Exactly. So I have 2 strikes. The way the strikes work, it has to be a violent offense. Back in the days, that's why so many people are getting out now.
For anything, yeah. If you had 2 and you stole a bike, that's
Yeah,
3 for
3
life.
gone.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
fucked up. Because
God
like,
damn.
A lot of people got fucked up.
Yeah.
I knew a guy that stole fucking a pair of pants. And they fucking gave him life, dude. And I was like, motherfucker.
Get the fuck
rob a bank,
out.
homie. The fuck? Yeah. Oh, but it's fucked up, dog.
That is,
What? Yeah, 3-strike rule. That
shit was vicious,
yeah.
bro.
So, but I
you
guess-
can thank
and then
no
let,
president right now, Joe
Yeah.
Biden, for passing that
Fucking,
law.
Pete
Remember,
Wilson. Pete
if you ain't
Wilson.
black, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Remember,
Yeah.
he said that for
Dude,
yeah.
that's okay. True story. That the
Yeah, he
vi-
said
the
that,
vice
BET.
president, the vice president Harris, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Corcoran shoes. True story, right? and I'm kicking it. So when
Oh,
you
you
go to
talking about Kamala Harris?
yeah, that
Oh,
bitch.
fuck that bitch.
Oh my gosh, she is such
Hamilton
a bitch.
Harris?
Fool. Like it is what it is. I have my right to say it is what it is, right? So when you go to the shoe, they have you down as I was down as a validated gang member, right? So that means that you're noted as like a criminal that's like involved in some bullshit, right? So they have like the blacks right there, like those people. They have the white guys in there, like the crazy fools. So I'm in the shoe, and that bitch Harris, she goes to the shoe, fool, to Corcoran shoe, and she's telling the homies like, well, she's telling the cops like, yeah, I hope these motherfuckers never get out, like they belong in here.
She's a piece of shit. She's a piece of shit.
She was all about fucking keeping the homies locked back.
Because they make money off.
Yeah,
you fools.
they make money. And the thing is, if you get validated, you could be in the hole for 20 years, 30 years, 10 years. And she believed that they should be back there. I mean, now everybody's out. Everybody's, on the main line. Yeah. But she was one of the people pushing for the homies to stay back there.
Her dumbass put a lot of people in jail for smoking weed. And then her dumbass goes on BET.
Exactly.
And fucking says she smoked weed. You know how hypocritical a dumbass bitch you look like?
Dude, that's coming from Austin, Texas, man. Like it's.
You see that?
100%, man. Williamson County, dude. Like it's gross,
yeah,
dude.
Texas don't fuck around. Though.
Yeah. Nah, Texas is Texas.
Arizona too, dog. Fuck that shit. I'm good.
At least weed's legal in Arizona.
Yeah, exactly.
They got that going.
How much time did you do?
In total, I did like over 20 years, fool. Like 20 plus, like including from when I was a child to just recently, yeah.
How old are you now?
The last recent one was the COVID one?
The 2019.
With the food, the comedy show?
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be 3-4 years. You got out early?
No. The way it was supposed to be is they're giving me 10 years, right? But then the judge is like, look, I'm going to give you 1 year, and in the county, you get 2 days for 1 day. That's so you get like time credited,
Oh, okay.
So 1 year that I did was considered 2 years in court. So they gave me 2 years. That was like a deal.
Damn, so that homie was just trying to take care of you, I guess?
No. The way it happened was because COVID. Because COVID had hit, and I was in county. So when everybody was out here during COVID, I was in jail, fool, in COVID. And motherfucker, and this is what people don't understand. In jail, they don't give a fuck about you. Nobody was wearing masks. Motherfuckers were catching COVID left and right, fool. And it's funny.
Like there was no 6 feet apart, right?
Nah,
none of that. Like you guys were in line next to each other.
You're lying next to each other, you ran. And it was funny because the homies had the mask. Because when COVID was really bad, if you caught COVID, they were releasing you. So the fucking homies would get masked. They had COVID, and they're like, here, fool, here. So they could go home early.
Oh, my God.
Damn. It was fucked up, fool. It was fucked up. But, I mean, it's sad, but that's what helped me, fool. The judge was like, because during COVID, they couldn't transfer us to prison. So he was like, look, I can't send you to prison. I want to send you to prison, but I can't. Because, COVID and everything was closed down. Court, they're trying to pretty much get everybody out of there.
It was a good time to be a criminal during COVID.
Yeah, fool, robbing everybody with a mask. Everybody can get it.
Everybody can get it.
Everybody can get it, dog. They're not going to catch you. You have COVID mask, It's like the smash and grab now. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not a criminal no more.
He said, I'm not going to lie. It looks tempting.
I'm tempted, dog.
Yo, the smash and grabs? Yeah.
The people don't stop.
So 5 years ago, if there was smash and grabs, you would have already you would have got a couple licks already?
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. It's too easy, dog. I used to do smash and grabs when there was no such thing as smash and grabs. We used to, back in the days. No. Back in the days, I would run to the swap meet, get like 6 pairs of Frisco's and like 2 shirts and just run out. Dude, at my lowest point, one time, I felt bad. It's a scumbag move, fool, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I go to the Chinese food where they sell Chinese food, like Mr. Wong, whatever his name is.
Wong.
Fucking get like 4 combos in. The lady's like, that's a lot of food. And I was like, yeah, hold on, let me get my money. Fucking get the Chinese food and just run out there.
Damn.
Fucking scumbag, fool.
Cheaty walk.
Yeah. She was like, no, wait, you wait. Fuck you, bitch.
Damn.
But you're a criminal. Fuck it, fool. It is what it is.
So you got to go home for quarantine.
Yeah, the quarantine helped me, fool, because they gave me 2 years. So I do my 2 years. I get out, and like I already had started doing comedy. I was messing with more different comedians, What does hurt me, and I'll admit it, is how I look, like, because I'm a homie. A lot of fools don't want to fuck with fools like that. They're like, nah, Like the way I look at it is, if you're dressed as a homie and like pretending to be a homie, they'll fuck with you. Yeah. But if you're an actual homie, they're like, nah.
They're intimidated.
You know what I mean? They look at it, they think about it twice.
Yeah.
But I was still doing comedy. As soon as I got out, I did a show with Punchline Kings. That was a big show. And I got out in September. I did a show right after. And my comedy, I still remember one of my jokes was, because I always go to the crowd, right, and see who's there, whatever, right? So I'm like, hey, single ladies, make some noise. Nobody made noise, right? So I was like, fuck it. I was like, if you're fucking married, make some noise. Everybody's like, yay. I was like, motherfucker, you're not that happy to be married. Put your hand down, homie. Yeah, so I say a joke about a sex tape. I was like, I'm like Kim Kardashian, homie. I've been married 3 times, but I don't got a sex tape, homie. That's it. And then I was like, I'm like the Cholo Kardashian, right? So they're laughing, whatever. And I was like, and I can't do fucking a sex tape because I'm too fat. I told them, I didn't do enough burpees when I was in prison, homie. So they start laughing, and that's my style of comedy, like hood comedy,
Yeah.
I talk about doing drugs or hiding drugs in your ass because motherfuckers do it, dog. You ain't gonna. If you're a criminal that's been a criminal, you're gonna put. Fucking,
I was about to say you've been in there for a while, so you've hooped some shit,
oh,
huh?
quick, fool, quick. You be just like.
Even just quick.
Quick, fool. You just like turn around and like, let me get it's right here. Let me get the sack, fool. And it's sad, fool. True story.
Like, what's the biggest, on the real, like
I've little sacks, fool, like good little sacks, something like this. You could fucking hoop like nothing, fool. Because imagine this much drugs in jail will make you a fucking rich.
Oh, you'll be a king, yeah.
Yeah,
I was about to say
good.
this is necessity, man. Like you
when you
learn
get
how to
drugs,
use your body when
someone
you need
said
it.
the prison pocket?
Yeah,
the prison
I got the Polly Pocket back there, homie.
Better start putting it to work, dog.
Hey, better start practicing.
Xavier does it even though he doesn't need to for the LAFC games.
Well, I'm going to a rave today, and I always wonder how I'm gonna sneak my shit in. I'm like,
put it in like that, fool.
Put it in like that.
Keister it, dog.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be, slick, put it in your hat, I feel like the criminal mentality is never gonna leave you, though.
Yeah, it doesn't, bro.
Stays with
Bro, every time somebody's like this is gonna stop me from taking in the drugs I need. Nah, hold on, we're figuring this out.
I just recently, fool, this is another true story. Me and my lady, we go, because like I said, I used to rob people. It is what it is, right? We're in Vegas, right? And these little kids win like $10,000-$20,000 fool right in front of us. And I tell my lady, I was like, babe, this is God, homie. And
This
she's
is
like,
God.
I was like, babe, this motherfucker won $20,000. I need money.
You're like sweating. Doing
Yeah,
this
and I was like, babe, and that was like, oh my God. And I was like, babe, because I always carry a gun, fool. Just, you never know.
You never know.
So I tell my lady, I was like, I'll rob him, but I'll be nice to him, dog. Hey, just give me the money, fool. Don't be a hero.
Put the money in the bag, please.
See, like being nice on the real would be like, just give me 10, dog.
Hey, just
keep the other 10.
let me hold the dollar, homie.
Yeah, like get 10. And on the real, at that point, I'd be like,
You need this money.
I ain't gonna call the cops because I still got 10 G's.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, well, this fool had a gun on him.
Well, nobody's gonna be like, oh, okay, kill me over the money.
Yeah,
But, I didn't do it though, but I wanted to, dog. Like, fuck.
So you still have that like itch sometimes?
Yeah, like I'll give you an example. Like I've actually done a hit and run, fool. Like it is what it is, and that was one of my jokes, fool. Because it's a funny story, fool. So I'll tell you,
Like you hit a car, you hit somebody.
I had a person, fool. Like
Holy shit!
Motherfucker flew, dog. Okay, allegedly, let's say.
Suge Knight
we're on the
over here,
Patreon,
fucking
you're
Suge
saying.
Knight.
Okay.
Live on Patreon.
No. So it's a true story, right? So this is what happens, right? So let's just say my friend, right? My friend,
Yeah.
I'm talking about my friend, right? So I'm chilling, right? And I'm going to fucking anger management classes, because I got it. So when you get out of
You
jail,
don't strike me as an angry guy though. Like
I don't look like it,
No,
but
it's
that's
man,
what
though.
they're
It
for.
comes with
Yeah.
your probation.
With
shit.
the probation, yeah. So they had me doing anger management, right? So I never used to fucking listen to those classes, fool. So I used to be like, fuck this bullshit. I just got to do it because I got to do it. So I'm sitting right there in anger management, right? And this lady is talking about the anger monkey. She's like, whenever you get angry, it's the anger monkey. And he's on your back. And I'm just like, and she's like, get that monkey off your back. True story, fool. And I don't know why, but the message hits that day. And I'm just like, dude, that's why I'm so mad, fool. Like, I got a fucking monkey on my back. Like, it's a lot of weight, dog. Probably why my back hurts, right?
Yeah.
And
That's
I
why
come
you're a
out of
wetback,
class.
dog. That's why you're a wetback. Fool.
Yeah,
Sweating
fool.
on your back.
So,
dog.
hey, I come out of class and I feel like relieved, fool. Like I finally got an answer to my problems, right? So I'm getting into my work truck and I'm chilling right there. And I'm in Pomona and there's that person, whatever, right? And they're fucking asking me for change, fool. And I was just like, fuck this motherfucker. Like, like, hey, just leave my windows, fool. And he's still trying to scrub my windows, fool.
Oh no!
And I'm just like, bro, just leave the fucking car, please. Like, hey,
Yeah.
whatever, right? So allegedly what happens is that this guy starts hitting on this other person's car. So the guy gets mad, even though that guy came out of anger management. This guy's like hitting the guy's truck. And I'm just like, son of a bitch, dude. I'm not trying to be angry, but this motherfucker's pushing me, dog. So I fucking press on the drive and boom, this motherfucker flies, fool.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he flies and he lands somewhere,
Like
whatever.
over your car, like that
Yes,
gangster
fool.
movie shit.
Yeah,
where,
yeah.
like,
It was like a
rolls
fucking
over.
Fast
That's
and
the best way to do it.
Oh, if you're gonna do
I
it, that's how
swear
I
to
want
God,
it.
it was so funny because
It doesn't break a window. That's what.
He landed on the top and then he rose.
Yeah.
You know, according
Like
to
my
what
goal is to
happened.
do that in a pickup, and that he lands right in the bag.
That's what happened.
y los
That's what
vamos.
happened, fool. We take off, fool, and I'm just like shitting it, dude. I'm like, oh my God, like a fucking. This guy allegedly hit somebody, and it's in the back supposedly. So we're dipping, fool. While we're dipping, is like when we're Pomona, fool. It is what it is, right? And I'm just like, damn, this fucking son of a bitch. Like, what am I gonna do with this motherfucker? So I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna throw him right here. Fuck, it is what it is, dog. I felt bad. It was a piece of shit move. So, you know, it is what it is, fool. We opened the back camper, but me and my homie, because now I have an accomplice, fool, because I needed, somebody to help. So it was a heavy body, fool. You know, you can't just dump a body, fool. So me and my homie were like, hey, fool, like, we don't want to grab this motherfucker. Like, how are we going to get him out of the car? So he's like, fool, just press the gas and press the brake and he'll roll.
Yeah.
So I was like, fool, that's a fucking
Called
good
science.
idea, dog.
Science, gravity.
Yes, exactly. So, real shit, fool. And the back is down and we fucking gun it. And we have this motherfucker rolled up in a tarp, fool, that from construction, because I do construction at the time. He fucking falls and I'm like, fuck it, we're done, fool, let's jam. So when we're gonna jam, this motherfucker gets up.
No.
And he fucking runs, fool. And I was like, damn, fool, like we just fucking came up right here, dog. This motherfucker just ran, and all he wanted was the fucking tarp, fool, because he was a bum. Yeah. He took off, fool. He takes off with the bump, with the fucking tarp, happy, fool, because he got a new house.
This dude had a
Yeah.
completely different story
Right?
than you.
Right? So I looked at it like, hey, my boy, he took a licking, he got hit, but he got a new house. How many houses you got when you get hit?
Straight up. That
Right?
dude, like I said, different perspective. He's just like,
those fools could take a hit, bro. They could take a hit,
They
bro.
could run.
he goes back to his homies.
Like
he's
I ain't gonna lie. Remember how I told you I was like, if there was a rampage to go down and somebody would have been like, I hate bums, I'm gonna run down Skid Row. He's gonna probably only kill like 5 out of the row of 30.
Those motherfuckers are radioactive, dog.
Yeah, like
fucking He-Man. Hey, he holds the car.
Can't just
That
hit.
was gonna come back like the fool from Terminator 2. The hole's gonna heal up.
Fuck yeah.
And he's gonna come right back, and that's good for change.
Hey, he'll fucking have a bodysuit made out of pellets and shit.
Yeah.
Those fools are crazy, dog. But yeah, so that
Do
shit
homeless
happened.
go to jail a lot?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
those
There's
run,
a lot.
you guys gotta deal with that dirty,
my
smelly
God, I fucking
motherfuckers.
hate- Hey, the fucking thing I hate the most about being in jail is that, fool. Because especially in county, you're sitting down and one of those fools will come and I'll be like, oh my God, dude, like it smells so bad, fool.
Oh, it's like that
or
bitch.
when they take a shit, fool. If they take a shit, oh my God.
It's a
it'll smell
different
so-
shit.
Oh, it's like,
Somebody died.
Meth
yes,
shit, dude.
fool, it's so bad.
You know what? Hey, fool. Is I know exactly what smell he's talking about, dog.
so bad. fool.
When we were in fucking court, dog, with Pedro for
Oh, yeah, you
sneaking
talk about
in
that,
the
yeah.
mushrooms into Disneyland. Like they gave him a ticket, right? We got caught. So when he had to go to court and he has to take these drug classes, fool. But we had to go to court so he has to talk to the judge or whatever the first time. And it's a mixture of everybody. So it's the one in Anaheim, fool.
Oh, that's just active right there.
Fool, like, yeah, it's the one in Anaheim. And like, fool, there's this druggy bitch that comes in with her mom, right? But you could tell this bitch sleeps in the streets. She doesn't shower. Like,
Fucking hair's all fucked
fucking,
up.
like, her skin looks so disgusting. And everything's in the fucking, in the courtroom is good. And this bitch walks in, bro. And to this day, I cannot describe the smell because I literally was like,
That's just foul.
I literally wanted to throw up, and I was like, "Hey, Pedro, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, dog." Like, cause I literally wanted to, like, couldn't stand the smell, and like the judge literally told the person that was over, he's like, "Go work on that case outside,
Yeah,
like, please, like, yeah."
Por
And
favor.
they were quick to get her out of there, bro.
Yeah, boy. I mean,
Because like there was people that were starting to throw up, food, like not like they were like those people
were
going.
retching.
it's so bad, though.
It was so fun. I never have smelled something
it's
that
foul,
bad.
dog.
And he could be your bunkie.
They could put them on your bong, fool. That's just disgusting.
They don't put him with other bums.
They don't tell him, "Hey, go."
I don't fucking care.
The thing is, the cops don't want to deal with that shit, fool. Imagine they smell already, even out here, fool, because I do security right here in LA, right? For extra feria. Fool, the bums are active right there, fool. They're fucking throwing shit. Me and my lady seen some bum just literally like pull his ass out, just spread his cheeks and just broad daylight.
And don't even
Yeah.
wipe, right? Don't even wipe. Just
Don't even wipe, just put his pants up, and I'm like, damn. damn, that's fucking dedication right there, dog. Like, I don't think I could do that, dog. Like, even if I'm sweaty, I'm just like, that don't feel right, dog.
Yeah, no.
I feel weird, dog. I don't feel too manly right now, right?
Bro, that's fucking I've definitely one of my first jobs when I first moved to LA was on Skid Row.
Oh my
I was out there for 2 years, man. I seen.
Yeah, it's some active shit on.
It was one of those, dude. Like I tell everybody, I was like, I remember being super anxious because it's my first time moving out of state and everything. Like I was born and raised in Texas, and yeah, my first impression was Skid Row, baby.
That shit's all bad, though. I seen it and I was like, fuck. But I mean, I feel like it's part of everywhere. You know, it's always gonna be like that.
How long have you been out for? Like, you haven't
this
gone
time
back?
I've been out for like 2 years, almost 3 years already.
Hey, let's clap it up, man. Hell yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good in comedy. I got a good lady, got a house, got engaged, all that, you know.
Congratulations. Let's clap it up again, bro.
Yes, there you go.
No more crimes for me. Crime doesn't pay. if it does pay, it doesn't pay that good.
It pays temporarily, bro.
yeah,
Not
Yeah.
consistent, yeah.
Yeah, and
fast
now
mon-
I have more time for the comedy, you know, and I love doing comedy, though. And that book that I wrote, you know, that book is pretty. The reason
What's
why
the book called and where's it available?
it's already available. I dropped
Okay.
it on Amazon Kindle.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do paperbacks in a couple months.
You gonna do a voiceover everything? Or you thought about reading it? Or like, you know how...
Oh, to audio, I actually
yeah.
want to do
Yeah,
it.
do
should
Audible.
it, but
You should,
read
fool,
it.
because
You're funny.
I literally, yeah, fool, you should do it, like, because the way you tell the stories, you would probably, like, there'd probably be a lot of fools that be like, I want to read it, but I'd rather listen to him because he's already a funny comic.
That's true.
Audio.
So, like, for real,
far,
dog,
yeah.
like,
we'll do it.
I think if you dedicated your time, you could make some good fade off that too, dog.
Yeah, but the book is called Misled Kids, and it's just about that. Just all my time going to juvenile hall, camp, and then YA. And then I'm gonna have a second book where I go into, like, you know, being in county prison, and then when I get out, you know.
Damn, congratulations, number
thank you,
one, dog.
appreciate
I'm gonna definitely cop that book, and I really encourage you to like
Audio
to
book.
really do it, dog. I think
so?
you could kill it at that, like, and then maybe even some voiceover work, dog.
I would love to do it. I mean,
Like, you sound like you could be like you know, like, you know how, like, they have an episode in a kid show and they're like, how to not buy drugs, and you could be the
guy selling
you
the
could
drugs?
be the dealer and be like, hey, you want to buy this,
hey,
kid?
Paco, you want this?
Yeah, and then like the
don't be a
the
bitch.
voice of reason comes out. It was like, no, don't listen to him.
Listen to Paco.
Hey,
Yeah.
real talk. If you wanted to get into voice acting, let me know.
I would do it.
Do you remember Raul that was on here? The guy who works
Yeah.
for Hans Zimmer?
Yeah.
He does coaching and creates reels for people for voice acting.
I would do it. I would love to do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love fucking around like that. Like, that's my vibe, you know.
Yeah, and it's cool that you've like you're dedicated to staying out of trouble, dog.
Yeah. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie, you know, because it stays with you. You know, sometimes you want to punch somebody in the face, dog.
Yeah.
But you gotta learn. You know, you can't be punching everybody. You can't be doing that shit. And I'm already 40, dog, so I don't want to be old in jail. Like,
Health insurance gets expensive too, dog.
No, I've seen it.
Oh wait, no, he has free Medi-Cal for life.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, California.
No, like I've seen George where like he holds it in, like you have to. Where
Yeah.
he's like, but you can feel it. I was like, bro,
Like,
if
I
this
wanna
was like when
slap
you were
this fool.
25,
Yeah.
and
Oh, he would've got
and
it.
then I'll be in the car. I'm like, hey, I saw that you were mad. He's like, bro, I was like, if you were 25, he's like, that fool would have got it, dog. But I got,
coulda caught it,
I got a
anything.
career. Like
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
at the comedy store. I can't
Exactly,
fucking.
fool.
So, but
It's hard.
you see it. Se les nota. Like I've seen it a couple
I've
times.
seen
You
it,
just
dog.
see
I'll be like,
George
I
like.
want to push that foot in his face, but you can't do it, you know, because you got to think of the bigger picture, what you want to do. Like me, my goal is obviously the whole comedy thing. I love doing comedy, and the books. I want to publish the books, and my end goal is I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to go to schools and tell kids like,
But
hey,
the
get it
kind of
together.
with the kind of sheet you got, dog, I think you could motivate a lot of young motherfuckers out there,
'cause-
bro.
And I actually already started going to this place called Boys Republic in Chino. It's a placement, and it's funny because you know how I do a lot of social media work, like TikTok. I've gone viral on
Yeah.
Instagram and all that bullshit, and they know me, dog. They're like, "Oh yeah, dude, you're that guy." But when they hear the jail side of it, they're like, "Bro, that was you."
Hey, you never got approached by Homeboy Industries this whole time? I was like, where the
No,
fuck was
I
Father
never
Greg
did.
Boyle trying to save
No,
everything?
so
yeah, like I'm like, yo.
I knew Father Greg from years. Fool. I'll probably do it today, or I don't know. But I want to go apologize to that fool.
Why? What
Because-
happened,
So this is what
dog?
happens, fool. So my mom used to be friends with Father Boyle, right?
Oh,
And he would go visit me. And when I went to YA, fool, like, you know, when you were sentenced to a lot of time, you're just like, fuck the world. So that fool went to go visit me, and he was like, hey, like, you know, I know you're going to YA, but, you know, it ain't the end of the road. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, it is the end of the road, fool. Like, I'm going to, like, prison for kids. Like, I'm fucked, fool. Like, I got, you know, like, I'm done. So I pretty much told him, like, to fuck off, eh? And I regret it, dog, because he was just trying to help me.
Yeah.
And so later on, I hear about him, and I see he's doing good things. I was like, dude, like, he was a real one, fool. He really
Like
was.
he really was just trying to help you.
He was.
And is your mom still around?
Yeah, my mom's still around.
So she keeps in touch with that fool?
No, she hasn't talked to him in years. But I want to go chop it up with him and tell
I think
him,
you should, dog, and
Yeah,
I think you should document it too, dog. I really.
I'll be like, hey,
He's gonna
No,
remember. I think.
I think that you should really say the story and then like maybe
he was really big.
yeah, like what happened, and then like kind of like because it shows a little bit of redemption in a way, and then like
you're doing better, you know.
yeah, and you'd be like, hey man, like this is if not if I only would have listened, but it's just like fuck man, you really were trying to help me, but like
he was
I took the hard road,
and I always remember it because I'm like, damn, that fool, he's still helping out. He still got fucking all this shit for the homies, you know, and shout out to Homeboy Industry, you know, because they help homies.
Yeah.
out. I feel like that's why people keep going back to committing crimes because there's no work or you get judged, so you're like, fuck it, this is all I can do.
They make it real easy, like right now.
When you get out, it's hard, fool. Cause
No, I'm talking about the smashing grounds where it's like so easy.
Yes, exactly.
Bro, like, they're
They make
making
it
it
so
too easy. Like
easy.
that. Like I tell these fools all the time. I go buy groceries and I do self checkout.
Yeah, I could easily jack them
Dog,
up.
I see people over there pay $20 for 3 bags, and I'm just like, I estoy como pendejo scanning all the avocados, scanning the onions.
Extra
How many do I
onions.
have? 3. I was like, why didn't I put 2? They ain't gonna know.
Yeah.
But you know, you're just like,
You
why
feel
don't
you-
you?
yeah.
It makes you feel,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
but they're making it easy right now.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I mean, like, but then again, bro, like, it's like, think about it, bro. It's like, once he got seasoned to it, it was different. Like, he's like, hey, man, I'm seasoned to this kind of punishment, bro. You get caught up for stealing some shit, bro, you're not going to be seasoned to that, bro. like,
is all bad.
no matter how much coaching George will give you, like,
that's just fucked up.
like that. Like, I think, like, there's some shit that you're just not cut out for, bro. Like,
no, and I tell people all the time, like I was in prison with this guy, and this fool would cry every day for his hyena, fool. And
how long was he in for?
He was only doing like a year. I was like, bro, that's nothing.
She's only going to bone 2 dudes.
I used to tell this fool because he'd be like, oh, she's not writing me no more. And I was like, fool, that's part of being in jail, fool. First, they're fucking writing you, I love you, and it's me and you till the wheels fall off. 6 months down the line, you only get 1 letter. The next thing you know, you don't get no letters, and then you get that Dear John letter, dog. Like, and he got it, fool. When he got it, he was just like, Beaver, and I was like, what the hell? I was, you know, because I'm older than him, trying to comfort him. I'm like, what's up, my boy? What's good? And he's my fucking hyena left me, fool. Like, it's fucking over, I want to die. And I was like,
Fuck, he's in jail,
he was a
though,
little
bro.
kid, fool. He's only 18. If I was somebody else, I could have been like, stop being a bitch, fool. Like, but I was like,
Le dio una calentada outside, yeah, like.
most guys would have been like, just stop being a bitch, fool.
Yeah.
But I tell him, hey, fool, look, I get it. Your girl's out there. And I'm going to be like, hey, let me tell you a little story, fool. And he's like, what? He's like, what's the point of that? And I was like, the point of the story is, like, life goes on out there, dog. We're right here in a freezer, fool. You just like, you're that ice, that dirty ice, fool. Nobody wants, but you know it's there, fool. You know? You ever open your fridge and you see the ice? Hey, there might be a fucking cucaracha in the ice, you know? That's what we are, I told them. We're just there, fool. Like, everything else that's good is out there in the front of the fridge, dog. So that's a
front of
stupid
the fridge.
story.
Oh, that's
And
a
now
great
fool,
story,
That's a
dog.
great story, dog. You're a dumbass.
The ice cream,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ice cream, the shit I want is
Yeah,
no
yeah.
front. Like I ain't got it.
But he ended up being like, I helped him. Fool, like, fool, just, it is what it is. And I told him, I bet you when you get out, I said, fool, you go out there, you look good. And I told him, you want her back? And she's like, yeah. I said, fucking, let's work out, fool. So you look feed me when you get out. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, fool, just do these push-ups. So we start working out, and he, little by little, he forgets about her. So I start putting him up on game, and I was like, look, my boy, the way you're getting at that girl, automatically, you're a fucking panocha, fool. You're being too soft, and you're like, oh my God, what do you like? What don't you like? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about that, dog? Like, the main thing is, like, do you want to fuck or not? Like, come on. Let's not waste each other's time, right?
Down to brass
I don't give a
tacks.
fuck about your zodiac sign,
Your
bitch. I
zodiac
want to
sign.
fucking fuck, right? Are we going to fuck or not, right? I hate that, fool. That's why I stopped dating, because I was like, dude, it's too hard. Now you gotta remember her birthday, what she's allergic to. Like, I don't know I don't know, and I
I
don't
mean, those
care,
are 2 important
right?
things.
I don't give a fuck if you're allergic to peanuts, bitch. That's you, not me. Right? I can eat Snickers all day, homie.
You're allergic to peanuts, you order at the restaurant.
Exactly.
Don't ask me what I
Yeah,
want,
that's
dog.
like
I
if
love
I
peanuts.
Say something before we go to the place with deep fries PB&J's, bitch.
bitch. All of a
This shit
sudden-
look good on TikTok.
Yeah, I would have been like, if you're vegan, I'm not gonna be vegan, bitch. I don't give a
You know what
fuck.
it is too,
Fuck
man.
that.
What it adds up is that the older you get, bro, especially somewhere in the career lines that we're all after, which is all independent entertainers and shit like that. You don't have time to date, bro.
Fuck that shit.
Like you don't like every time a date requires a lot of effort,
of
bro.
shit.
Like I gotta. I gotta stop packing my orders from my business.
Yep.
Fuck, it's gonna cost me money already. To go spend money?
Yep.
Fuck. And I don't know if I'm gonna like you. Fuck. I gotta buy drinks. Fuck. I gotta I gotta
so
remember.
You gotta do what I do, dog. Take the bitch to McDonald's, dog. If she leaves you, then that's it. You know, she's not the one, dog. You know what I mean? A lot of fools, I feel like they take these girls out to these nice ass restaurants. And they just use you, fool. You got this bitch sitting at a pescador, drinking like 6 micheladas, right? And you're right there drinking
Xavier's like,
water,
it's only 2.
right?
That's around 6. These bitches can drink, dog, especially when it's
fuck
on your tab.
Oh, these girls.
Oh yeah,
nowadays,
shots. He wants shots.
Hey, they're grimy, fool. Me and my brother, true story, we're partying, fool. We're partying at Sendejas, fool. And I tell my brother, fool, he's like, well, I'm gonna fuck. And I was like, you're not gonna fuck, fool. Like, come on. Like, she was a bad bitch. There was a lot of girls, they're all fucking plastic and shit. You know, it is what it is, right? So my brother's like, I'm gonna fuck, fool. Like, Mando, I'm fucking. And I was like, fool, you're not fucking, fool. Like, I could tell by the way she looks, shit, you're gonna have to buy her a Louis bag first, get her nails done, get her toes done. Then maybe she'll give you a hand job, homie. Maybe. I was like, cause this was a high maintenance girl, right? So we're kicking it there all night, fool. The fucking bill comes $270. And I'm like, fool, don't be a dumbass. Split the bill, fool. My brother's like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, that's what I do. All right, don't be a fucking idiot. Fucking swipes, and he's like, hey, girl, hey, I got you. And the girl's like, oh, okay, thank you, a hug. So he goes over there to the back of the fucking truck, still trying to fuck. And the girl's like, oh, well, I'll just give you my number. Hold on. That's all he got. $270 for a number, dude. I was like, fuck that, dude. I'm good.
See, I would friend zone girls, and that's how it would work out.
I mean, maybe you could do that. Maybe you fuck when they're drunk. I mean, you guys both drunk, and you're like, hey, let's try something, right? I mean, me, like, I've never
That
been...
is what friend zones fools do.
I've
I
never
didn't
been...
do that.
They
I've never
definitely
really
wait
been a
till they're
dummy like
drunk.
that, dog. I looked at it like, I'd rather be honest, fool. Like, I feel like girls are used to guys fucking, you know... And this is what I've seen works, dog. You go to a bad bitch, I'm not lying, like a fine-ass girl, and you just point out one defect about her, she's gonna be like, fuck.
Oh, negging?
Right? It sounds fucked up. I mean, it sounds fucked up. It is what it is, but now you're gonna make a different image than what the regular guys are like, oh, girl, you're bad as fuck, girl, you're all that, right? She's gonna want you because you thought she wasn't perfect, fool. And I'm telling you, that shit works all the time.
There's a better tactic than that.
Which one?
It's positive, negative. Like, I
Oh,
like that
yeah,
dress,
yeah.
but those shoes don't match.
Yes.
You got it? Yeah.
Exactly.
And then she'll look at you like, he's paying attention.
Yeah, he's
Somebody
honest.
in the chat, the funniest comment right now. He should have spent that $270 on Figueroa.
Yeah, honestly.
yeah,
Hey, that was one of my jokes. I would tell people, like, people are complaining about, like, you know, the cost of living and cost of eggs. What about the cost of sex? Homie, that's just skyrocketing. Now you can't even get fucking head for $60, dog. Like, bitches, I'm like, dude, and you're not even all that, girl. Like, you're a fucking ugly hooker. Like, you need to stop with that shit, homie. You guys want to hear a funny story about that?
Yeah.
Tell you guys, right?
Shoot it.
So I'm chilling, I'm in Pomona, and motherfucker, it is what it is, right? And this is like during COVID, fool. But I'm just like, dude, you know, you got to itch, you got to scratch it. And I'm like, fuck, homie, it is what it is. I was like, put a hat on so nobody recognizes me. And I'm fucking dipping, fool. And I'm just like, damn, that bitch is bad. It is what it is, right? So I'm like, hey, you know, where's this street at? And she's all, it's right here. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. Because I don't want to be like, brunt. Like, I'm asking for it.
Yeah.
So long story short, I'm going to town on this bitch, fool. And the doors open, and fool, they wanted so much money, whatever, right? So I'm like, damn, dude, like, I don't even have that much feria, fool. So I fucking just kicked this bitch in the ass, and I'm like, the cops. She fucking falls, fool, and I just gun it. Take off. I didn't even pay that bitch, fool. I was like, wow, that's fucked up. That was one of the grimiest things I've done, though.
That's GTA
If she's
shit.
out there, man, I'm sorry.
That's GTA shit right there.
Yeah, just bah.
Get your money
But I mean,
back.
that's the kind of stuff that I talk about in my jokes. I feel like that's like stuff that people want to do or thought of doing, but they won't do it, you know?
Yeah, like we all thought about fucking robbing an armored car,
Yeah,
but we
never
never
did it. You're
fucking
like,
even
I'm
thought
good.
about it. We
When I
never
saw
set
that
up
movie,
for
when I
it.
saw a movie on it, I was like,
No.
so you just gotta do all the things they
Not
did
that
it.
bad,
Yeah, like it
Who's
was
we getting away
Was
with
that
shit?
before or after that the LA shooting?
That was after.
the Las Vegas one was the
No,
best
they-
one
No,
though.
the LA one. The LA. That's why
The
they
LA
shot
one.
you guys. That's
Yeah.
why that guy shot you, because
That's
it was
probably why
right
you-
after.
Fool, it wasn't
right after
like
it happened.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw this video of this lick, fool. Like remember
easier.
in Vegas, fool. I was just like old school Vegas when they had the old casinos and they used to have the cashiers by every exit.
Oh, yeah.
How there was fools like they
the whole cashier.
they were robbing all the casinos and people were like all over Nevada were looking for the money in Nevada, but that shit ended up being out here in like the 30s and 40s Crip neighborhoods because
well, they find it because the money's
because these fools went to Vegas and they're like, hey, they're like, do you two can slip through the fucking thing through the the window shit? Go in there with the guns and shit like that and fucking just hold it up and let us in. And that's how they were going in and out, holding up the exits and just, because they have raw cash there, bro. Like,
oh, are you serious?
Yeah. And before in Vegas, they would have the piles of cash right behind the cashier. If you would go to Vegas in the mid 90s, bro, like they would, so, and there'd be stacks because they would be the ones cutting checks. Nobody ever thought that anybody would be able to slip through that shit and go into,
skinny black guy, skinny white guy, anybody make it through there.
It's crazy, bro. Like, but it was some notorious ass shit, and it was all these Crips fucking robbing the casinos in Vegas.
Fuck. That's just wild, though.
So I'm like, and I thought about it. I was like, man, he could have just he could have just got in with one of the fools that worked there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, hey, fool, just open the door.
Yeah.
Just open the door. You know what I mean? Like, or make a copy of the key, rob him or something. You know?
Or leave the door open and that's it. Break in.
That way he's like, I left the door open.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. Damn, we got robbed that night.
Fuck. But I mean, they got insurance.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck it. Motherfuckers got insurance. They're not losing nothing, though.
You never thought about holding up like a big store?
I thought about it, but I was like, fuck. I mean, I practiced it a couple times. Obviously, you're going to practice it. Like, you know, and the way you would learn, fool, is I would talk. That's how dumb I was, fool. I'd be in jail and I would talk to the guys who, like, rob banks. And I would, like, take notes, fool. But, like, so what do you do, fool? And they'll be like, yeah, you know, you go in there.
You gotta ask them where you fucked up. Where you fucked up? What was your fuck up?
You could have had you could have had a whole podcast in jail, fool. Like,
oh, these motherfuckers, they're smart, fool. They'll like tell you, okay, watch out for the cameras, get the security down, like, and they would always tell you, be in and out in less than 2 minutes. So that's what I would always think about. Like, okay, when I'm robbing somebody, I gotta get quick and easy. But I mean, now it's harder, fool, because it's the forensics and cameras. Everybody's
the dead giveaway is the phone.
The phone.
The phone is
the worst.
The
I
phone
know
is
so many homies that got busted because they dropped their phones.
Yep.
Oh,
like,
shit.
And I would tell them, like, why did you have your phone on you? Like,
Are you gonna take a call?
I'll be like, fool, we're committing a crime, dog. Like, why are you fucking?
I tell them I would be that dumbass that would take my phone to the crime spot because how am I gonna get there? I need my GPS, dog.
GPS, dog.
Yeah, dog. What am I gonna do?
The smart thing to do. The smart thing to do is to leave your phone in a place that you would usually be. So it'd be like if I were to commit a crime, right? Let's just say on a fucking Wednesday, on a Wednesday, bro. Like I'm gonna hit up this fucking store, go rob them. I come over here and I drop my phone off at 12, like I clock in, and then I go do the dirt.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? Re-record the episode when you're doing the crime. So I think we're here. We're here live.
Hey, people get away with shit.
And then he goes out there and getting a leg.
Like, these motherfuckers is wild, bro.
We don't heist the same.
We don't heist the same.
Yeah,
Fucking Mission Impossible. What is the other one? Casino. Which one's the one?
Casino's good.
Yeah.
Hey, did you talk to any lifers in there?
I talked to a gang of lifers, yeah.
What's that vibe like? Are those fools sad?
Yeah, most of them. Cause I mean, imagine you're doing life, fool. Like you're never coming home. That's just.
But like, if they're doing life, is it because of like they broke 3 strikes, or is it because these fools are like murders and shit?
Yeah, it could be murders. It could be fucking bank robbery. You got life. Life means they'll give you 25 and up. 25 to life. Life is considered. Back in the days when I first started going to prison, they would give you 5 to life, 10 to life, 15 to life. Yeah, it's crazy. There's so much fucking shit in California. They'll hook you up, dog.
There's a lot of crazies in jail too.
There's a lot of JCats doing some dumbass shit.
Do a lot of people that are in jail would just because we always talk about this? Do you think they need to be like in a psych ward?
Some
like they're mentally, they're like you're looking at this
in an asylum.
Some fools are crazy. Fool. Like even in county, fool. Like one time they threw me out here with a bunch of fools and they were fucking they were fucked up, like literally like mentally ill. And I'm like, damn, the cops are just throwing them out right here. Like that's fucked up.
Like Gotham City, huh? That's what I picture LA has turned into. Where like you remember 1989 with Michael Keaton? Oh, yeah. And then how the Joker has all these fucking clowns running around and they're fucking up the city and the bikes and they're just stealing purses and shit. Yeah, that's like LA right now, bro.
Well, that's what I mean, it's because they have nothing to do with them. What are they gonna do with them?
And
like fuck it, throw them
I mean, you gotta build. I always said, man, it's like they never should have got rid of the asylums. Like they should have just upgraded the medical practices.
Exactly.
Like stop giving fools lobotomies. Fool, I get it. It makes them stupid.
Exactly.
All right, and the one last thing that you mentioned before, because hey, number one, thank you, bro, because this has been fucking great, bro. Like, you're welcome here anytime you want to come promote anything, any show, just let me know, bro. It's fucking sick. You said you had a Nazi celly?
Okay, so this is what it was. It was funny, dog. So me and because I mean, you grow up in there, right? So I already knew how the white guys are. They're all about white supremacy, whatever. It is what it is. Everybody believes in everything, right?
When I think Nazi, though, I just think that this fool says the N-word with the ER a lot.
Nah, he wasn't really even like that. He was only like through that.
Yeah.
Because of his family, and it was weird because his dad was like a regular guy, the mom was regular, but they were like racist.
Oh, like
So
American
dad-
History X type
so
shit.
The dad was like preaching it on him, and all his brothers were in that shit too, though. And it was funny because we'd be chilling, and that fool would be hitting me with all that stuff, and I'd be like, "Fool, you're racist up until when you need drugs. Like, when you need drugs, you don't care who you buy them from, fool." And I mean, it was.
And that was in the YA?
no, that was right here in county.
I thought you're not. Oh, because
In Orange County, you could sell up with a white guy.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, you're not supposed to in
you're not
prison.
supposed to.
Yeah,
In LA County and in prison, it's all Mexican on
Yeah.
Mexican. But right here, I don't know why they mix you up with the white boys.
No se hacen pute- There's never a problem there.
Isn't no bullshit. I mean, I was right here in Theo Lacey.
Okay.
That shit, fools were talking shit, dog. They're like, oh, the food sucks. I was like, food, this is bomb ass food. Homie, what are you talking about? They were getting eggs, potatoes, like good food, dog.
Damn.
I was like, food, this is better than I eat on the streets, homie. Like, what the fuck? Half of you motherfuckers weren't even. And you know what's fucked up is the people that complain are the ones that are fucking bums on the streets. These motherfuckers are like, oh, I need special shoes, or this is not good food. I'll be like, fool, on the streets, you don't even eat, homie. Like,
Damn.
You're over there on a sick one and shit. But like, stop with that shit.
The
dog.
audacity, the bum's gonna
Yeah.
complain, dog.
They can smoke crack on the streets and fentanyl, but they can't eat egg.
They can't eat
They can't eat
home-cooked eggs and
Those are
potatoes.
powdered eggs. I can't eat them.
That's crazy, man. But yeah. So like that. So like that. That was that having that racist roomie or celly, like that experience. I'm like, did you get to try to talk some? Did you try to talk some sense to him?
I talked some sense into my thing.
Yeah.
Because we were chop it up, and just the stuff he would tell me, he'd trip out. He'd be like, damn, fool, like, how do you know this? And I'd be like, fool, because I've been in jail my life, fool. Like, I know that this, I know the game inside out, fool. I would tell him, and he was, like, really tripping on it. Because I was a homie. I had a choice. And I would tell him, fool, you didn't even have a choice. And he's like, yeah, I did. And I was like, no, you didn't, because your dad's racist. Your dad put that in your head. Fool. Like, you didn't have a choice. And I told him, really, really, really think about it. I told him, I don't even think you're a full, like, pledge, Because you wouldn't want to live with me, and he was.
He wouldn't talk to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it was cool. It's good to get into somebody's mind, what you learn from them, and I think it helped me because now I could respect everybody's views. I feel like everybody has a different view and respect it.
Taught you a little bit of patience.
Yes, exactly.
Racist until he needs drugs.
Yeah.
That's a lot of them.
Yeah, like for real, like
or
those-
dope. They need dope or weed.
And then the excuse, well, you're not like the rest of them.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah, that's like the
you're
like
one of the good ones.
If I ever hear that shit, dude, I already know what time we're on, bro. Whenever I hear
That
that.
was some bullshit.
Yeah, but hey, number one, let's go ahead and give it up for the guest, bro.
Thank you.
Beavs.
Beavs.
Thank you.
Yeah, go cop his book. Go get his book. More
Fucking legendary
stories.
story. One more time, shout the book out,
Okay,
dog.
so my book is called Misled Kids. It's on Amazon, on Kindle. And then my name is Young Beavs Comedy. And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, fucking Facebook, Pornhub, all that shit.
Got any up and coming shows that they can go buy tickets to?
The only one I got coming up is one I just did it. I did the Improv in Arizona. I don't really have nothing pending
There we
right
go.
now.
So you
but
can book them if you're
yeah.
if you're,
But
if you're,
either way,
if you're a
hit
comic
me
and you
up.
book shows.
Yeah, pretty
There's a
funny,
couple
so
comics out there
check
listening
me-
to the show.
check me
Yeah.
out. Hell
I
yeah.
gotta come check out one of your shows, bro.
pretty funny,
I mean,
bro.
shit, we'll
All hood shit like this.
we'll fucking even throw our own shows and have you on the line.
Yeah,
and
I'm
shit.
down.
Dude,
I'm down.
hell yeah.
I'm
No,
down.
the last one you threw was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you, Ron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so thank you once again for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank everybody
Thank you.
for tuning in today. Rock Samson will not be doing a beat set, but do your shout outs.
Follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all my socials at ROCKSAMSONATX. Follow my group, The Beautiful Men's Club. Stay tuned. Gonna have the Toonami Wave album out this month, as well as some additional merch. Thank you so much, Han Cholo, for the pins, man. They turned out so good. They're so detailed. And then catch me on, what is that, the 15th? It's a Tuesday, right? Hold on. Catch me on, the 15th at the Comedy Store with Low Key Comedy.
What's up? Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you for coming on, Beavs. That shit was dope. Thanks for the stories. Laughs, though. Laughs.
Yeah, like
that
mad
was
laughs,
dope.
bro. It
Shit,
was
thank you for
literally
having me.
great
Hit,
stuff.
yeah,
I
hit
can
that
see
like
why
button.
you have a book.
Yeah, hit that like button, subscribe. Yo, I got a question for you, Izon.
What?
Chicho Arango gonna bring it to LAFC, or is LAFC gonna give
He
it
getting
to Chicho?
scored, bro. He getting
Huh?
scored on, bro.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about him
Nah,
right now.
like,
it's all game.
Yeah, like, look, bro, like, it did suck to see your ex-strikers fucking go out there and score against the team we crumbled on, but I don't know, dog. We've been getting some pretty good players just recently, so
Yeah,
we'll
so
see how that
yeah.
works out. I'll be at that
You'll
game.
be at the game.
Yeah.
There you go. If you want to kick it with us, 7:30 Tuesday.
You're not even gonna get tickets.
I might give it a shot.
I swear, bro, he be capping. Yeah, but
Hit that like button. I'll be at Hard Summer, so if you're at Hard Summer, pull up on me today. I'll
somebody
be there
make sure he
partying,
eats so
raving.
he doesn't overdose,
Yeah,
please.
buy me something.
Get him a
Yeah,
bagel with
give him some of that
latkes.
$400 sushi at the rave, bro. Yeah, and if, all you stupid ravers that are out there, fucking don't be crashing in the fucking neighborhood that I live in, eh? I was like, every time there's a fucking rave over here, there's fucking crashes and fucking DUI checkpoints all over Vermont, Expo, and all this shit, all because you fools don't know how to take drugs. So, yeah, straight up. So,
Learn how to do drugs.
yeah. Follow me at Flavors by E-Zone. High and Hungry TV, new episode of High and Hungry today, Ray, or tomorrow? Tomorrow, new episodes premiering, so enjoy that Disneyland High and Hungry episode. All the good food out there. I got the best compliment this morning out there with some girls. Like, everybody usually talks about ice cream and it's so basic, but when this guy talked about this shit and how he reviewed it, yeah, he was like, I believed every bit of it because of this. I could tell that this,
What ice cream was it?
the one at Disneyland with
Elote,
the
man.
that shit was good.
Yeah, I have to try it.
Yeah,
Is it in season or is it a seasonal thing?
The seasonal thing. It was a wine and food festival. I will be going back there soon. And also, like I said, follow High and Hungry TV. Request my Pro Pen at your local vape shop, at your local smoke shop or dispensary, please. I was like, thank you to all the shops that have been picking it up. I appreciate Vinny. We're definitely at a lot of stores that are to come to be announced. So please, bear with us because it's getting out there. So appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday morning. Peace out.
Wait, what about Ray shout-outs?
Oh yeah, follow Ray at Morning Shot Films, a Morning Real podcast where he reviews movies, and go to his website. What is it, Ray? morningshopfilms.co.
My clothing guy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And shout out to my homie right here, No Bueno Crew clothing. Make sure you check him out. Small business, he's the homie, so it sure keep pushing. And it's No Bueno Crew. That's
Hell
it.
yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you guys. See you guys.